What's up, guys? What's up, Leo? What's up, Fadi? What's up, Frederick? How you guys doing? Hope everything's all right. Why can't I see my YouTube? What? Why can't I see the YouTube stream, though? What's up, guys? Give me a second. I'm just making sure everything's all right. Because for some reason it isn't. Or it is, but I can't see it. Oh, here it is. All right. Can you guys hear me? Everything's okay? When are you doing live coaching again in Rank Up Academy in the near future? Okay, let me think. There you go. Posting that I'm live. And we're ready to go. What's up, Iris? So today, as the title says, we're gonna do educational VOD reviews. We're gonna do 5 gifted for a VOD review. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna roll. Dr. Kidori, how you doing on the YouTube? What's up? Hey Fergus, how you doing, man? As you guys saw, if I posted on my Discord a retweet of mine on Rank Up Academy. I've posted 15 rank ups this week. We actually average more than that. Over 2 people ranking up every single day in Rank Up Academy. So if you're looking for coaching, check our stuff out. You can see our testimonials are public and transparent. Can you give a tip for somebody trying to reach OWCS? If you want my honest truth, I would not recommend that. However, if you really want to, my best recommendation is 2 things. Number 1, grind more than anybody else. That's the first thing. Second thing is that if you want to get on teams consistently, you need leverage. You just need leverage. The reality is this. You either have to be the best or you have to be perceived as the best. But from my experience, being perceived as the best is often way better than being at the best, because being the best is not something that you call yourself. It's something that other people call you. So you need to show a lot of presence on social media. You need to post a lot of your gameplay. You need to show basically build your presence on social media, and people will sign you because you bring a following. Yo, Awkward, I started watching you 3 months ago, went from Plat 5 to Master 5. Thank you so much. Happy to help, man. You're welcome. What's up, Jitju? Like, I'll say this in the nicest way possible, right? I've seen people who trying to get into OWCS. They might play OWCS, and like they play the game every day, 6 hours, whatever. They stream. They have like 11 viewers, 12 viewers. So like, at what point do you ask yourself, I've been doing this for like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I have 11 viewers on Twitch. Nobody watches me. Nobody picks me up to any team. Like, at what point do you figure out, okay, maybe I need to do something differently here? You know? Like Gaming for Hope. Gaming for Hope doesn't stream for 11 viewers. He's growing, and he has no aspiration to becoming a pro, so. You know. So every desperate OWCS player should throw in the towel. You know, like, the only reason why I would say 80% of OWCS players don't throw in the towel, because they have nothing else to do. They've got nothing else to do. Like, take a look at the average gamer, Cropson. Like, be for real. Take a look at the average gamer. Without the game, what skills do they have? Where do they go? Nothing. They've got nothing. So, and because they've been doing it their whole lives, it's like the gambler effect. It's the gambler effect. You know, like, I've lost so much. You know, I need to recoup it somewhere. I need to make it. I need to make something happen. Sunken fallacy, yeah, pretty much it is. If they all did, wouldn't OWCS just die? Well, yes and no, because there's always going to be people who want to be pro. But the question is that you have to ask yourself is like, is it worth it for me? When are you reviewing? In just a bit. But players like Sugar Free or PG got boosted social media wise because they're pros. Yeah, but PG and Sugar Free got boosted not because they're pros, because they're entertaining personalities. People like them. Yes, they might have gotten a crowd because they were pros, but either way, you can get a crowd without being a pro. But it's easy. It's easier to get paid to play on a team if you're good. If you already if you got an audience. I joined Rank Up Academy a few years ago and finally hit champ yesterday. Big champ's a big rank, man. Aqua, did you enjoy Valorant? Yeah, it was fun. I have to tell you guys something. I tried Deadlock today for the first time. I played Deadlock off stream, and I think that it's a very good game. I've played Deadlock today off stream. It's a very good game, guys. The Friendly Ghoul, thank you for the tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Thank you for the 13 months. Thank you, man. You're a 20-something-year-old OWCS player with 10 Twitch viewers who is throwing a towel. Now what? Now what? Like, you have two options. You either continue in the video game industry, but in a different route. You take a different route. Basically change what you've been doing. Or you just leave video games at all. Like, you have to understand, video games are not different than sports. It's like saying, oh yeah, I've played basketball for like 18, 19 years. I didn't get into the NBA. Now what? That's it. You move on. You move on. Why do you think Deadlock is good? First of all, it seems like the game itself has a very high skill ceiling. In short, there's so many things that are like, there's a lot of skill expression in the game, and it's built very well. But yeah, Valve does not fumble. I love Valve. Counter-Strike was my childhood. I've played Portal. I've played Dota. I've played almost every Valve game in existence, you know? I think they don't fumble. They're good. They're a solid company. Awkward. Based on your experience, how many % of students have exponential growth over a short period of time? When you say exponential growth, can you kind of give me an example what it means? Because it means different things to different people. TF2, yeah. You can't be an NBA in 50 years old. It's like, but the idea is like, you have to understand. I feel so bad because I know what it's like. I know what it's like grinding and wanting to be a pro. And like another year goes by, people don't pick you up, and you don't get picked up, and you don't get paid, and like, you know, maybe you'll win $700 one month, and you know, you have your parents asking you, hey man, you're like 22, it's time to move on with your life, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't make it happen. When are you gonna make this happen? I get it, I get the feeling. But it's like Cropson said, it's called the sunken ship fallacy, you know? It's like the ship is it's not already sinking, it's sunk, it's over. But people, because they've been only playing video games their entire life, they don't know what to do. Sunken cost, my bad. They don't know what to do because they have never done anything before. And I'm saying that video games as a whole is a very, very big industry. You can do a lot of things in the video game industry. So it's about like letting go of the idea of being a pro, right? And trying something else, whether it's content creation, whether it's like, I don't know, like learning stuff related to the video games, like the companies itself, so you can get hired to companies. Maybe not, you know, like I wouldn't say QA. I don't want to say QA, but you know, it always, companies always look for people who kind of like have some experience of what it's like to play at a high level. Being a pro in itself is so overrated anyways. It's just a good stepping stone from what I've seen. It's not even a good stepping stone. People always look at the examples of like pros who are now big streamers, but how Out of all the former pros, how many of them turned to be big streamers? Think about it. Overwatch, like what? Five? Five? Out of 500 pros in existence, like how many of them are actually like streamers? Five? Who I know: Tayo, PGE, Sugar Free, Super. Who else? Who else? Four people, man. XQC. To be honest, XQC was not a pro before he was a streamer. XQC was not a pro before he was a streamer. XQC was a streamer before he was a pro. He already came in with an audience. Do you even gain good money for the effort? It depends. It also depends what do you mean by good money. I know what is good money. You have to understand good money. Like if you live in India, $5,000 go like a long way, you know. But if you live in Manhattan, $5,000 don't come a long way. You know, there's like a very different disparity between what a lot of money means to people. What's up, Anton? I'd argue if someone is good at the game, people tune in for the skills first, then personality. It used to be like that, but not exactly anymore, you know? Because being good at the game, it has become so saturated. A lot of people are really good at the game. I'm willing to admit, a lot of people are good at the game. Plenty are good at the game. You click on anybody like in Overwatch who's like champion 4, champion 3, which are probably like hundreds of people, like at least 50 people streaming at a time who are that rank, and they're all gonna be good, bro. They're all gonna be good. People don't nowadays, like the era of being good, being enough is over. You like being good is over. Nobody cares about being good. People like about personalities. People care about personalities. They don't care about being good. Think about it. Like who? I mean, the era of people watch you for being good. Like I think the last one that I can think of is like Shroud. You know, Shroud had like he was a quiet guy. He was playing, but he was insane. Like every game that he used to play, right? People watch him for his. People watched him for his gameplay. But you know, we've been consistent with it for years. He got a bunch of he gained viewers, and people now stay because he's relatively good and like his personality. You know, they can relate. And also, like you as a streamer in general and as a content creator, you kind of build a personality with time. You know, especially with content creation. It depends how good the people watch you if you're the best. Eh, you know, depends. It depends. It depends. Not for everyone. Let's just put it that way. It's true, but not for everyone. I've talked about this. I've talked about this on somebody's stream. I don't remember, and people got really upset at me. And I said something that upset some people, and I mean I understand why it upset some people, but hear me out. I think that like the streamers in Overwatch who are low GM, high masters, they're not entertaining and they're not good at the game. Why? Because when you're low GM and high masters, you're objectively good at the game, but not good enough for people to watch you. Not good enough for people to be impressed by your gameplay, right? So people wouldn't watch you. And for you to be low GM and high masters, there's this level that you actually care about your rank. You're trying to improve and you put a lot of focus on improvement. So when you put a lot of focus on improvement and being good at the game, you lose the aspect of entertainment to some degree. And also, so you basically don't garner the attention of people who want to watch good gameplay, and you don't garner the attention of people who want something that is entertaining. You know? That's how I look at it. And it upsets some people. I mean, it upsets some fucking low GM, high master streamers, and I get it. I get it. But it's not like it's not a diss. It's more so of the fact that you're objectively good, but let's be real. Nobody's gonna watch your gameplay because you're low GM. You can click on 100 streams of people who are like top 50. You know? You can click on 100 streamers of those, and you're gonna enjoy the gameplay way more than some low GM gameplay, right? And Also, like, it's very hard to call you entertaining because your focus is obviously not on entertainment in a sense, because you're actually trying to improve the game. That's why you're high masters, low GM, you know? What rank are you? I'm Platz 2, and people watch me for entertainment purposes. What's up, Vasja? But sometimes views don't represent rank or skill, because thought they were like rank 5 at the moment, their view count was low. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that if you are good at the game, you're necessarily gonna get viewers. That's not what I said. I'm saying that when you are like a low GM high master streamer, you don't itch, you don't have the itch for any of the audiences. People who are not going to watch you where they only care about gameplay, if they care about watching high elo gameplay, they're not gonna watch you, because sorry, low GM is high rank as it is. It's not impressive in the grand scheme of things with people who show themselves at rank 1. You know what I mean? Champion 2, Champion 1. You know? And on the other hand, it's like, are you really that entertaining when you focus so hard about improving at the game, and that's why you got to low GM? So you have to make a choice. You're either are good or you're either entertaining. Now, when you are good already, when your base is good, when you're a good player, you can make an adjustment to be entertaining. You can do that. When people watch you for the gameplay, you can make the adjustment of being more entertaining at the sacrifice of a little bit of your gameplay, you know? So, like, if you are rank 1, but you start now becoming a little more entertaining, talk to the chat, you'll maybe be like rank 10. Rank 10 is still good, but you're also entertaining, so you can make the shift. But all top streamers in Overwatch were around high masters, low GM. Yes, but people didn't watch them at the time. No, nobody really watched them at the time, you know. And let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Nobody watches J3 or Flats for gameplay. No one. No, do people really watch those guys for gameplay? I think that Flats is like entertaining. I think that J3 is entertaining. People watch these people are like for entertainment purposes. Are they bad players? No, they're like top 500 and stuff. But dude, you could tune in like 100 different streams of the better players. So like, if you saw like a lot of these people after being good, they made the shift to being entertaining. ML7. I don't know if you have ever watched ML7 like 5 years ago on stream. Do you guys watch that guy ever 5 years ago on stream? This guy would not say a single word on stream. He would sit with his beanie on, in a dark room. Somebody would say something. Hello. Hey. Super emo, bro. Super emo. And he came to realize, well, I mean, you know, people watch me, but I can get more audience if I become entertaining. So he started to become more entertaining, and that's how he garnered his audience. He was super silent. Mr. Hey Dizzle, thank you for the 10 months. Hello, Noah. Can't you be entertaining and just be low GM? You could if you focused on being good first. Like with time, if you notice, people care less and less about being good at stuff. They actually care more about being entertaining. People watch streams mostly for entertainment. They don't watch for gameplay nowadays. It's not like, or rather, should I say, even if they watch gameplay, even if they watch gameplay, it's like they're still looking for that thing, you know, like that low entertainment. You know, what like entertainment could be just being funny, drama, whatever it may be, or like some level of association. Kenny's a good example. He's really chill, but there is no viewership for him despite him being consistent top 10 because the entertainment value is missing. Exactly. And I think that a lot of these players are so good. Nobody tunes into their stream, right? But the problem is that, like, if you've been doing video games your entire life, that's what you're banking on. Like, you're like, I'm just good at video games. They don't try to change. I call it laziness of the mind, you know? That's what I like to call laziness of the mind. It's like I am good at this thing, so I'll do the thing that I'm good at because it's easy for me to do. No, I'm not going to adapt. Your live, what the fuck? TikTok says your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and have been restricted. Reason, nudity, and body exposure? What? Okay. I don't know if laziness. The thing is, dude, like if you're like playing video game, if you played video games your entire life and you became good at it, right? And you do that, it's not particularly difficult, you know? It's not difficult for you. Like what for you as a streamer it takes to become like a streamer of Overwatch. You play the video game like you've done your entire life. All you do is click start stream and that's it. You answer some questions in the chat. No entertainment, no nothing. It's like easy for you. You don't want to adapt. I'm not gonna try things that are outside of my comfort zone. I'm gonna keep doing the thing that I've been doing my entire life, and that's it. Even though it gets no views, by the way. Can you show Overwatch? Stop. This maybe? You mean this? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Lovely. You know, that's Overwatch audiences in a nutshell, bro. Furries. You're not in queue, bro? Okay. You should buy it? No. If you think I'm paying $59 for this, you're crazy. If you think I'm paying $59 to be a furry, no. This is at least like alright. Kind of. Yeah, this looks good. This is alright. $59, yeah, it's $59. And like they're doing the shameless, they do it shamelessly. Yeah, instead of $126, you'll get it for 59. What? 126? It's criminal. You're right, Novachi. 59 is a ridiculous price. To be fair, Overwatch should invest more in weapon skins, not the shit that you don't even get to enjoy while playing. You see, like, that's the interesting thing, right? I personally don't care about skin prices at all. For all I know, Blizzard could put this at $1 million. I don't care, right? I don't care. They can price they can price their products however they want. But like the idea is I am going to pay $59 on something that I can't even see. That's why I never understood about Overwatch skins. Ever. It's like I can't see them. Only other players can see them. And even then they don't focus on them because the game is fast paced. They don't focus on the gameplay, right? It's like you can't see anything anyway. So like do I really want to buy? And in Valorant, you get some like you can see it, you get some effects, and you like in the first person you see it. You know what I mean? Makes no difference. I mean, the good skins in overall, I'll admit, what they did with the mythic skins, specifically with the mythic, where it completely changes the gun and the sound and the effects, yeah, those, in my opinion, are good. I like those. You know, I like those. I'll admit, the mythic skins are great. I like them. The rest, I don't know. I don't know why people buy them. I don't know. What are you, awkward? Do you think people watch you for gameplay or for entertainment? I think that people used to watch me for gameplay, and I think I mostly garnered my audience by making educational gameplay. And I think with time, people started to like me for who I am. I mean, I think at this point in time, there's a lot of people who play the video game quite well, you know? A lot of them. You can find a lot of people who play really, 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 really good support. But again, you don't particularly care about those for the most part, right? It's like you do care. Perhaps you care about gameplay, but you're not gonna hop between 5 million streams of people, good players that play the video game. You know, you want like you like some personality, you like some of their opinions. Perhaps I mean, for me, I know that a lot of people like how I explain things, and I know for me that a lot of people like that I don't like that I'm uncensored in a way, that I say what I think. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. You know, like I'm not scared to say anything in particular. Like I'm not afraid of like some guy on Twitter calling me a bigot. Like I don't give a fuck. You know. Are you still working with Gaming for Hope? Yes, yes. Is he almost diamond in support? I think his support is actually not bad, to be honest. Like to me, I'll tell you. I saw a Kaiji tweet the other day. I don't know if you know who Kaiji is. He used to be an Overwatch streamer, but now he's like he moved to Marvel Rivals full time, and he used to be an Overwatch streamer. He used to be a support player as well. Like Kaiji made a tweet. I'm actually gonna show you the tweet. Let me show you something. Necros Duo, yeah, yeah. And like once in a while, I'll see tweets that I really resonate with. You know, I even gave it a like. Let me show you. Check. I even responded. Check. So let me show you. Here you go. Dude, what the fuck's going on? Here we go. Okay. Here's the tweet. So here's the tweet that he wrote. I don't know if you guys can see it properly on stream, so we're gonna do this, right? People who donate or gift subs to content creators expecting special treatment or friendship in return and then turn you into the villain when they don't get what they want are terrible. Don't do this. Donate or gift only to support without expecting anything in return. And I agree with that. And I'll tell you, like this kind of shifts into something that is a little bit different, right? I'm not against like gifted subs or like subbing and all that stuff. I totally get it because I do it. You know, like you either subscribe or gift to support, right? What is support? Is hey, dude, keep doing what you're doing. I like it. And that's what in short. Keep doing what you're doing. I like it. So I can get more of it. That's to me what like supporting means, right? That's what it means. Hey, bro, take the 10 gifted, take the 20 gifted, take the 100 gifted, take the 1 gifted. I don't care how many, right? I like what you're doing. You keep it up, so I can see more of you. All right. And the thing is that I am streaming to me even years ago was I will be myself on camera. I will be myself on camera, and I'm going to garner an audience that I can kind of like attract. My personality will attract the audience. So I can be the authentic me, and I will attract the audience based on that. So people watch me for me. And in some weird way, we have turned the streaming industry has turned into I will be whoever my chat wants me to be. I will be whoever my top donators want me to be. You know? And it's like, but like how, so first of all, like how long can you keep up the act, right? Mr. Hey Dizzle, thank you to 5 gifted. I really appreciate it. Like, so the first thing is like, how long can you keep up the act, right? How long can you keep up the act? It's crazy. Because you can't, like, every day. It's so tiring to constantly try to be someone you're not. and constantly say things that you don't believe in, and constantly say that the right thing that your chat wants to sound, even if you don't believe in it, right? And now, but that's like if you can get past that hurdle. Let's say you can get past that hurdle, whatever. Some people do. You get to point number two. If you try to say what your audience wants you to hear, the paying audience, the subscribers, the top gifters, the top donators, eventually there's gonna be a different top donator, right? Like they change, people change, people get, like some people show up to my stream, they gift. Some people who have been watching me for years, they gift. So like like you constantly shift your opinions, but the problem is you have to be very careful with shifting your opinions, because then you risk losing the support that you've got from some people. You know? That's crazy. Like to me, that's crazy. Like I come to stream, I'll say things, I'll do things however I want them to be. Now, granted, sometimes I'll ask you, what would you like to see, but I'll still be the authentic self. You know, my opinions are my opinions, and it's okay if you don't agree with them. It's cool. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. But like the idea of like I don't have opinions anymore. Now my opinion is Mr. Haydizzle opinion, or Sashi opinion, or Lingago opinion, or Farragut's opinion, or King Juju's opinion. It's like, what the fuck's going on? And I think we're kind of circling back in 2026. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I think that authenticity is coming back. Like authenticity is coming back, especially with AI nowadays, right? Especially with AI nowadays, people are looking for people who are authentic. People want to see what authenticity is. People don't want the perfect versions. People want the imperfect versions. They want to see the imperfect picture. They want to see the failures. They want to see the bad parts. They don't want to see all perfect. It's like, and also like no wonder these people are depressed as hell and like sitting on antidepressants and shit. Like, bro, it's depressing to come and talk to the camera, like not even being your authentic selves. You have to pretend to be someone you're not. You're playing undercover, you know? You know how people sometimes in the police, they go undercover for like a year or two, they lose their minds. They're like, what the, I'm not even, like, they don't even know who they are anymore. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how people do that. I'm not gonna lie. But whatever. I mean, whatever pays the bills, I guess. I don't know, man. Whatever pays the bills. You can't please anyone. Yeah, but you also kind of have to ask yourself. Like, think about it this way, dude. Being, having my opinion, self accountability. You know, being a little bit more traditional in a sense, and I'm not talking about like just value, like everything. In a game that is as progressive as Overwatch, it's like an uphill battle all the time. It doesn't matter how good you do, you're always, oh, this guy's a fucking, you know, guy's a whatever. It's an uphill battle. So it's like easy. Like if all I did was like all inclusive, all that fucking stupid, all that stupid bullshit that people just say all the time, you know. It's like whatever. I'll probably get a bunch of views. But it's like how? How can I? How can I? Like, oh my god, dude! It's like even pissing me off to even talk about this shit. Like sometimes I'll watch this. I'll watch like a streamer, right? And all I see in their chat is just sexual jokes, sexual deviance. You're like, holy shit! You know what I mean? Like all there is to it. What the fuck? Like what the fuck is this? Is that the content? Like you have people who are like 14-year-old kids watch you, maybe 16-year-old girls. All you do is like talk sexual jokes. Like I'll get a like sexual joke here and there. I get it. Like when it becomes a routine, it's like, what the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck is this? People be posting half-naked pictures of themselves online. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck is this, dude? You play video, like, bro. You're like, you play video games. Lady, you play video games. Why is there half-naked pictures of yourself on the internet? You know what I mean? What the fuck is this? Play the goddamn video game. Have you ever been canceled before? Listen, I don't get canceled because I don't care about getting canceled. Do you think that I care about some mentally ill people like calling me a bigot? Do you think I give a fuck? No, I don't give a fuck. Think I care? I am not watching Awkward. He's blocked. Boo hoo. I don't give a fuck. They pop another pill. I don't give a fuck. You know? And I'll tell you, I'll admit, beer bag. I'm gonna continue this trend, but I need some protein in the house. I need some protein in this. Give me one. I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you. Look, and I'll tell you, and believe it or not, you have to understand that catering to certain types of audiences pays very well. Okay, like, and it's very tempting at times. It's very tempting at times. You have to understand. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you I'm going to be super transparent here. Fair point, but people could say a similar thing about you sometime. Don't you think that? I don't mean being half naked. I mean you getting into political discussions. Politics is a very hot subject, and you could say you just play the game to that too. No, you cannot say that, Novaci, because I'll explain to you, and that's exactly what I was about to explain. You cannot say that I play a game when you're in the losing end of the game. You know what I mean? It's like talking politics. No sponsors, less viewers, more canceled, blah blah blah, right? Not doing these things, more sponsors, more viewers, more money. The whole idea of Awkward acts this way to cater to that type of audience to make money is such a dumb argument, because I could just cater to the other side of the audience and then make even more money, way more money, like way more. You know, it's the if we take Overwatch, I'm gonna say it as like blatant as it is. If we take Overwatch, you have people who are like, the game is catered to progressives. Okay, in like, if you don't think that way, you're just pretending. It's catered to progressive. It's catered to like uh all the activists, like all that type of people, you know, to progressive mostly. So if I wanted to make the most amount of money and get the most amount of attention and get the most amount of views, I would just cater to these people. It's like the easiest thing ever. All you have to do, it's like say Happy Pride Month here and there, put some fucking pride flag on screen here and there, and say yes, Queen, blah blah blah. Oh my God, best mercy skin ever. You know, like, it's easy. It's so easy. Novachi, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. If you went on any odd, like, and I'm going to kind of put everyone here on blast, but not in a bad way. If you are a person that watches my streams and you go online, Twitter, Reddit, whatever it may be, and you say I watch Awkward, I like Awkward. Everybody makes fun of you, everybody downvotes you, blah blah blah. It's like, and to me, it's kind of unfortunate. Like, I don't like putting you in that situation, right? I don't like putting you in that situation because sometimes you might not even agree with some things that I say, but you still watch me because you like my educational value, you like my gameplay, whatever. Maybe you don't like some of my real life opinions, and that's okay. That's like whatever. Not a big deal. But you become guilty by association in a way. It's like, oh, you watch Awkward, I know what kind of type of person you are, you know? You know what I mean? And it's like, it would be so easy from any standpoint to not cater to not be authentic. I could just fake myself and be like them. I can fake myself and be like, all of these performative activists. I can do that. It's like it's such a smarter decision in any way, shape, or form. So Novachi, circling back to what he said, no, I don't play the hot topics, and I speak sometimes about political stuff to farm, because that is actually counterintuitive. If I was smart, I would not speak about controversial things. If I was like smart in a sense, but I value things. There's some things that I value more than others. Alizam, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Oh, wait. Right. We can share codes, right? We'll start in just a second. Let me finish my rant. So you see what I mean? It's like I'm telling you, if I would play the game of being fake as shit, I'd probably have like a 2,000 views by now. Everybody would watch my videos. I would have sponsors every day. It's easy. It's easy money. It's free. In a game like Overwatch, it's free money, bro. It's easy. So free. So free. What even are your controversial takes? To be honest, I don't even know, because I don't look at them as controversial. You have to understand, I don't see them as controversial. Dude, like, it's also a lot about tone policing. It's not I don't like what Awkward has to say. I just don't like how he said it. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't care that you don't like how I said it. It's like, no, you should have said big bone. No, I'm just gonna call you fat. What do you mean big boned? Fat, bro. What fuck are you talking about? Big bone. All this fucking like, it's so bullshit, dude. So bullshit. Either way, guys, let's move into the segment of the VOD review. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I know I went into the rant, but and you know what, Novachi? I'll tell you what's crazy. I'll tell you something. Novachi, are you still here with me? Are you still here with me? You're my mod, so it's very important for me to say something about this. You even asking me that question, there's something in the back of my mind. It's like, maybe don't get into this, Maybe shut the fuck up and go to do VOD reviews. Okay, maybe shut the fuck up and go do VOD reviews. Something in the back of my mind that says that. But I can't. I'm telling you, I can't. I can't lie. I cannot be not truthful. I can't. I can't lie. I don't know. I can't lie. I can't. Like, it's could be, to me, I treat it as a gift, but I understand how it's a curse. My smart voice says, shut the fuck up, do VOD reviews. On the other hand, like, there's something in my heart that I have to say, like, I have to comment on this. I have to say the truth as it is. Thank you for the 3,400 bits, truly, Leon. I appreciate it. So, thank you so much. Thank you. Wait, let me. How many subs are we at? 504. There's gonna be a movement guide at 600. And remember, I'm gonna be leaving in a few days to a snowboard trip, but I'm going to vlog it. And it's like, dude, and I'll keep saying this, like one last thing before we get into the VOD reviews. This whole idea of Awkward says the thing, like, I explained why Awkward says the thing that he says for controversy to get audience. No, if I was smart, I would get my audience by being a dumb fuck like some of them, okay? Like some of these people, some of these streamers, okay? Being a clown, in short. And also on the other hand, something that really like something that's really kind of like deeply bothers me that I can't seem to understand, and perhaps any of you can make sense of this to me. People say stuff like his parents don't love him, he will never get like he no girl will ever touch him, like all of that type of stuff. Like, dude, I have great relationship with parents. I have a great relationship with my friends. I have I have great relationship with girls, you know. I have a girlfriend. She loved me, you know, and I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but you understand. I don't like action. Let's just put it that way. I don't like action. We be making love. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Okay. And it's like, why is that such a weird projection? You know what I mean? You know, like it's a weird projection in a way. My life's good. You know what I mean? Like my life's good. Yeah, like that. I'm an incel. How am I an incel? I'll be fucking all the time. I be fucking all the time. How am I an incel? I don't know. It's like, yeah, his mama didn't love him. I have great relation with my parents, you know, like wherever they want to go, I'll pay the bill. I don't give a fuck. It's like, that my parents mean a whole lot to me. I love my family. And also, like, he has blue check mark on Twitter to get money. First of all, I never really got like I didn't complete the steps to even be monetized on Twitter, by the way. And number two, if any of these people would know, you would make pennies on Twitter. On X, you make pennies. Your post can hit 50 million views. You'll maybe make like $50, like $100. $100. That's to them like, oh, farming attention. I have to say these things to get paid by the blue check mark. The fuck? They don't even pay me money. I've never even got. I don't think I've ever gotten paid money from Blue. I don't even think I completed the steps for monetization even. Whatever, guys. Let's move on to the VOD reviews. Uh, yeah. Did anybody do the 5 gifted for VOD reviews? Some people gifted 5. Any of them for VOD reviews? If yes, tell me. Talk a lot about going to the gym and bettering yourself, Andrew Tate. It's so stupid. It's like, so apparently, like, I don't know, half of the people who are on planet Earth tell you to go to the gym and how like be self account, like how hold some self accountability, be have some self respect. Oh, I don't know, like they're fucking retarded, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Thank you for the 100 bits, guys. Both of you are starting 5 gifted for a vote of you. We're gonna do today. Gonna do today, tonight. And as I said, I'm not gonna be streaming for about a week, over a little bit over a week, about 8 days. From the 6th, yeah, on the 6th of the February until like 8 days from there, because I'm gonna be snowboarding. I'm gonna be vlogging the whole thing, but I'm still gonna be on Discord, talking on Discord here and there. So like, tune on Discord. Tune on Discord. I'll be making some YouTube posts. I'll be on Twitter, all that stuff, all the type of stuff. Do you do BJJ? No, no, I don't. Are you still taking lessons for boxing? No, since I moved to Dubai, I haven't been boxing because I've had so many stuff to do. But when when I'll have some room to breathe, I'll do boxing. That's the first thing. Realistically, like I've upgraded my cost of living because I have to pay for 2 people. You know, everything that I do, I pay for 2 people, and I've upgraded my level of living, and you know it's not cheap. So I gave myself a little bit of time to chill to see how all the finances come to be, and from there I'll see what adjustments I can make. Wipe your mouth, you're right. It's the Greek yogurt, man. I'm new here, just watch you on YouTube. What info for need for both of you? Post the code, hero, and rank. How much rent is there? It depends. I mean, for my rent's like 2,700. My rent. But you can get like rent for significantly cheaper. You can get a rent for $1,000. All right, let's go. Let's move. Starting with the VOD review, Staynard. Anna Gold 2 or Gold 1. All right. Fuck. Red. Is that a shithole for 1K though? No, it's just different areas. Like I'm not gonna tell you where I live, but I live in a very nice area. My building is nice. My apartment is really nice. The area is really nice. It's all really nice. It's also very central, very close. So I don't even need the car. I don't have a car, by the way. Here, I just do the walking. 2,700. How much do you make a week? More than that? You know, more than that.
Ready.
Just 2 minute walk to the store. Actually, it's like 10-second walk to the store. I have like 5 stores in a 50 square meter radius. I don't even need to. It's not even 2 minutes. Just here. But Dubai is like everywhere like that. It's like you have store under where you live everywhere. Okay, let me. Let's start. All right. First of all, Anna, lovely hero.
Attackers incoming.
So right off the bat,
Stop the payload.
as soon as the door opens, shoot, nade, sleep. If you nade here, you get like 10% ultra for free, risk free. Just chuck in a nade, go back. Right now, you're just kind of waiting here, waiting to just heal your teammates that are full HP. They don't need no healing, no nothing. So all you're doing right now is healing a full HP diva that does not need healing at all. Any position that you could have taken, or like even peek here, by the way, you could have easily peeked here, throwing it in the floor, put this guy's half HP purple. Maybe you guys can kill him. Maybe peek, shoot one time. Maybe even go here, anywhere that has any damage. Right now, you're just sitting and healing your team. This is the heal bot mentality. Alright, I'm already liking this. Look, you miss all the shots on Kiriko, but I like it. I like the idea that you tried. I love that. And by the way, just shooting these got you so much value. Unfortunately, Ana hit a big nade. But just by you shooting these guys, you forced them to go into this position that is so uncomfortable to play from in general. But it's because you apply pressure. Forgot to nade. Hey! You nade the floor here, he dies. You're just jumping around. Where's the sleep? Where's the nade? Where's anything? So like, okay. Stein, check this out. You are getting jumped by half HP Genji. And what do you do instead of shooting him and getting him away from you? You just pretend he doesn't exist and turn around. If I don't look at him, he doesn't exist. Well, of course he does. Bro, you have to kill him. Because then he just kills you. You completely ignore somebody who's in front of your face. You can't do that, ever. Somebody's in front of your face, you fight him until he backs off or until you run away or somebody dies. You can't just let people that are near you and attacking you live.
That must sting.
I think you've used 2 nades in 1 minute and 10 seconds. And I don't think I've seen you use a sleep yet, by the way. This I like this. Panic sleep, but this is the first time I've seen you use a sleep. Your diva is in, which means it's exactly the time for you to go. So look, Stein. The best time for you to peek and apply maximum pressure is when the enemies don't pay attention. What will that practically mean to you in practice when you're playing the video game? Is that when you see this diva getting hooked, it means people look at diva. Or at least one person looks at diva. And that means I can pick the one person that picks the diva. When your teammate is jumping in front of somebody's face or ends up in front of somebody's face, okay, it means that that person is not paying attention, which means you can pick him. So what he should have done as soon as he saw that hook is literally just wide swing here, sleep or nade or anything, and apply pressure. But instead, you just kept hiding. And then you peeked, and then you don't really throw, like you hide. It's like, what are you so afraid of if the diva is the one taking the aggression? Diva is the one taking the attention. You don't need to be afraid.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
That was a good nade.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Asleep would be number 1. Stop jumping. F95, thank you for the gifted. Number 1, stop jumping. It's a bad habit.
You're powered up. Get it on.
You've been holding on to your sleep for a very, very long time. If you, by the way, at this point, if you just use your sleep, probably somebody dies to the diva bomb. Just if you use your sleep. I would do the same because Roro could hook me. Roro cannot hook you when there's a diva in front of his face and he's fighting her.
You're powered up.
That now I understand why it is. You do it like, yeah, let me use it so I don't die, so we don't end up losing. It's alright. So right now, what are we noticing? Number 1, you tend to heal more than you need. You can get away with doing much more damage at times. Your damage is inconsistent. Like it's one fight, you'll do a lot, like decent amount of damage. One fight, you will do 0. Right? Number 2, you are too conservative with your cooldowns. You don't use your cooldowns enough. Your sleep, you barely use. Your nade, you use sometimes. But, you know, I mean, granted, I'll say when you do use your nade, it's actually a pretty good time. But you need to use it more often. And also, number 3, you need to be more aware of where you can get away with peeking. And you can get away with peeking when people don't pay attention to you. How would you know somebody's not paying attention to you? By looking at your team and seeing if they fight. If they fight, people don't pay attention to you because the enemies pay attention to them. So I'm going to be playing out different scenarios. You're going to see one of these 3 problems. Let me see. First of all, I like damage here already. Love that. It's like, why did it take you so long to use the nade and kill the Genji there? You know what I mean? That was nice. That was nice. No jumping. No. Woo. By the way, tip for everyone, every time you're playing second point Gibraltar, you always take this position. This position is absolutely overpowered. You can see all the chokes, you can stuff all the chokes, you can nade sleep all the chokes, and you also have cover from every choke. Bottom left, you go here, they can't see you. Bottom right, you go here, they can't see you. Top left, you go here, they can't see you. Top right, you go here, they can't see you. The best position in the game, hands down. Always take it.
So it for you.
Nade was slightly beat too early. They already kind of like were running away. Like you're healing. Ah, he's purple, let him go.
I keep you up.
Now you have to heal. But in the meantime, hey, this guy's shooting at him. Throw a sleep. If you throw a sleep, the diva doesn't get shot. You have to understand that sometimes using your sleep alleviates the pressure from whoever you're trying to heal. Because you just take away one person from shooting at your friend. Like here, look how far away you are from everything, right? It's like your people are in, enemies distracted. You should be here, boom, chucking it. If you chuck it in right now, Stein, look what happens. They just all die, they all crumble. Let's take a look. I want to actually look at the attack here. Check this out. Okay. Well, not a big fan of the rotation, but whatever. Like, it's not a big. That's the least of your problems, you know. Like you see, when you use your cooldowns, value. But like all of this time, where is the sleep? Where is the sleep, man? Moira. Sleep. Bam. Sleep. No, holding on to it. For what reason?
Reloading. Stand up straight.
Nobody needs healing. It's damage time. Now he needs healing, but damage time. See, like when Ashe is fighting a Moira, you can peek from these angles, whatever, because the Moira is not paying attention to you. You can surprise her with nade, damage, sleep, whatever. So in short, Stein, what you need to do is, number one, utilize your cooldowns more often. Every time a team fight starts, you see that the enemies make contact with your team, utilize your abilities. The best time to use a nade is when there's contact and people are like in each other and fighting with each other face to face. That's the best time to use a nade so you or teammates can follow up. Sleep, you can get away with using in the poking phase because that alleviates the pressure in the poking phase. You can use it in poking phase, you can use it in team fight, but just use it. Number two, stop jumping. Number three, generally speaking, if you see that your team is fighting, it means that the enemies are paying attention to your team and not you, which means you can get away with doing much more damage. You're stuck a little bit too much in the heal botting mentality of I need to keep my teammates at full HP all the time. Let go of keeping your team at full HP all the time. Make sure they don't die, but they don't need to be full HP and topped off every time. That is in short. Only that will get you out of diamond, like me, where I'm out of gold. Like me, I'm on my way to gold with this. What is the bad thing with jumping? You can't immediately counter strafe when you're jumping. You're kind of locked moving into one spot. You jump from point A to point B, you can't stop and strafe in the middle. It's a predictable path. It's very easy to shoot you. Why not saving sleep from flankers? You ask me. The reason, it's not that you don't save sleep from flankers. Nobody flanked him. And even when people did flank him, he didn't use the sleep. Frederick, it's 5 gifted for our VOD, man. 5 gifted. Alizam, okay, I got you. It's what is a 3, bro? What does 3 mean? Either way, what is the hero in the rank?
Ready for battle.
You guessed the rank, alright. You play Mauga, right? Mauga. This is console, right? No, maybe. I don't know. Well, looks like console.
The enemy is approaching.
First thing I didn't understand is why they decided to walk to the right side all of a sudden. Your job as a tank, as they like to say in general, is to create space, right? That doesn't mean jack shit to a lot of people. Doesn't mean a whole lot in the practical sense of things. But in short, let me put it this way. Your job as the tank a lot of the time is to take control of the biggest part of the map that you can, so your team can work with more angles and have more cover in comparison to the enemy team. I'll give you an example. If you're sitting here with Mauga, it means that the enemies are all stuck in this little room and you have the advantage. Because if they walk out, everybody shoots them from all directions. So what you should have done is actually just walk over here. Or over here. Anywhere where you can take cover and keep them in the smallest territory that you possibly can. Should I be main all the time? No. No. I'm saying initially you should be. Initially you have to show. So like you're standing in open space, you fail to you fail to take control of the map, like sitting here or here. I mean, here wouldn't be that good because they walk outside here. Where if they shoot you, okay, cool, you just kind of jiggle around and they are all stuck in open space. And true, I walk to the right side, and then you just stay in open space in front of Pocket Bastion and die. Okay. When you see this as Mauga or any other tank for that matter, this is beautiful for you. Mauga is half HP and just used his cooldown. His ability that basically prevents you from fighting him head on and get lifesteal. That means, okay, they use turret form, they use shift, accretion, whatever you like to call it. Now, it's time for me to push in. Which you kinda do. I mean, you do, you don't kinda do, you do. And this is why it works so well. Because all you did was bait out their cooldowns and then capitalize with yours. This was great. Good job. And again, for some reason, you turn around. You kill 2 enemies, you have 50 bullets, 400 HP, and you turn around. This was actually a solid fight. It's a pretty solid fight. You can sometimes cancel your run. You forget that you can cancel your run. You don't have to smash. This is you again walking to an open space for no reason. This guy's using turret form. All you have to do is just chill. When they use their cooldowns, all you have to do is chill. Chilling. Yeah. What is that? What is that? I'm gonna call you Alakazam. Alakazam. From Pokemon. What is this? What did I just witness? And the better question that I want to ask is, how did that even work? Never mind, I don't think this works. Unless... No. I mean, no, they took the point. I want to slam the Bastion, but it wouldn't took me far away. So Alakazam, let me explain something. You have the objective. They are coming back from spawn. They need to walk from here and walk through this open space, walk through this tiny choke, walk through this open space, and then they contest the objective. In all of that time, they get shot by you and your teammates, and they can't do anything to you because you just do this. Oh, they get close, I do this. Oh, they get close, I do this. Oh, they get close, I do this. You know, there's so much advantage for you as a defender of the objective there that all you had to do is just wait. And then just run outside into the open space where they can all kill you, which they did not, but he still lost the objective. And I'm pretty certain he's gonna kill you now. Yeah. They still don't have their tank? What do you mean they don't have their tank? They had their tank? Of course they had their tank.
I'm on the objective.
Like, you basically single-handedly made sure that you lose the point, even though it was unlosable. By pushing outside. What rank was this? He wants me to guess. Is this PC or console, Alakazam? I don't know. I still don't understand. Your movement of the mouse is so weird. PC, okay. Okay, no turret form. Nice. Let's make a move. Bam. I'm okay with that. I don't hate it.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Okay. They used torch form. You went in with a cage. You attack. I think your target priorities was off because you had to kill the Mercy. Why do you have to kill the Mercy? Because the Mercy can rest the Junkrat. And if you kill the Mercy, they have one less support, and you could have killed them because they were like both with each other. Mercy target was good. Targeting the Mercy was better, but beyond the point. I think that the play itself was good. Turret form is forced. Now you go in. It was good. Now the problem is like you all this time goes by. Bastion will have his turret form again, and you've used up your overdrive cooldown, which means you can't self-heal anymore. And then what do? You go deeper in when they have Bastion turret form, and I assume you would die in there. I would assume. I don't understand. Can you explain to me why you using, like, why did you use this? Why this? Just keep shooting at him. What? Just keep shooting. Why charge? Just keep shooting at the guy. I mean, if you wanted to reload, at least cancel the charge. So right now there are two issues. Number one, you use your charge randomly half of the time. Like the thing about playing tank is that you want to bait your cooldowns first, right? You want to bait the enemy's cooldown first and then capitalize with yours. But if you fail to capitalize with yours, which sometimes will happen, you have to understand they get their cooldowns back. For you, what you do, Alakazam, is that you have no chill section in the game. If you try to go and get a kill and it fails, you just keep pressing down until something happens. But you try to get a kill, you fail, go back, let them use CDs again, and go back in. You want them to burn their cooldowns before you go in. If you fail to kill them when they burn their cooldowns, all you do is keep chilling until they burn their cooldowns again. You know? By the way, you will let them walk outside here for free, for no reason. In the meantime, you could have held the choke like this. Shoot a bit. Give them some pushback when they're trying to push to the choke. I'm not saying you need to run in. Like, jiggle around cover. Make it a little bit harder to push through chokes. You need to hold the chokes. They're not holding chokes at all, actually. The last time you tried to hold the choke, you just ran past it and died. Like, this guy just used turret form for no reason, right? Okay, so they're using abilities, they're using ultimate, whatever. Just in an open space in front of a lot of people. Just chill, man. Just chill. First of all, you're not even walking with the Juno ult. I don't know where the Juno ult is going, but you should at least walk with the Juno ult. More cover, less open space. You're walking into 4 people by yourself and expect something to happen. Just keep, I mean, in short, Alakazam, you're feeded. You feed a lot, quite often. Should have not died here. Like, they have the pressure of getting to the objective. Why are you walking towards them? Let them walk towards you. By the time they get to point, they should have no cooldowns. The timing of the overdrive itself is alright, but look how much HP you're losing when, like, what is even going on behind you? You're going in way too early, you get poked up way too early. You need to chill more, bro. You need to chill way more. We need to chill way more. And look, again, like, like we're losing. I need double down and go for the kill. Like, oh, I need to get kills. I need to get kills. There's no chill moment. Like, granted, in that situation was okay because you lost 2 to Riptide. You should have made a play, but you have no chill phases. You either lose 500 HP or you lose 500 HP. You know. Here, let them use. Let them use, and all we have to do is just chill, run away. But you run in. Yes, I know I had to touch point, all that stuff. Could have just run from the side then. You could have just like, where was it? Never mind.
Next flashpoint.
And the funny thing is that the enemies burn their cooldown so much. They actually burn their cooldown so much. And all you have to do is just wait. Let them burn their cooldowns. Don't lose a lot of HP and just go in after. 3, 2, 1.
I'm here.
Push a little bit. Okay.
Loading out the Dixon.
Oh, this is good. Like, look, they're not gonna be able to do anything here. Literally, they're not gonna be able to do anything because they have no cooldown. They burned Suzu. They burned. Yeah, but you're focusing the wrong target. Why Sigma? There's a Kiriko next to you. And look, you burned your overdrive. You guys killed Kiriko. What do? Run into a turret form bastion with no overdrive. What do you expect to happen? Basically, you created such a big advantage. You made it impossible for you to lose, and then you just ran into a turret form bastion to die. In short, Alakazam. In short, you have to learn how to chill more. And what I mean by that is that you need to sit more around corners, poke people around corners, force their cooldowns, and then go in after they have no cooldowns and start committing your cooldowns after they go in. But how much do you actually go in? Well, it depends. You see them dying, keep pressing. But you see that you have no cooldowns, they have their cooldowns, they have their HP. Don't keep pressing. Just chill more. You need to chill more. Be more patient. Force their DCDs, try to go. This is work, great. Doesn't work, okay, I go back, wait for my cooldowns to go in again. Tank in general is the push and pull game. You sometimes push, you sometimes pull. With you, it's just push. Shoot them around cover. Let them try to walk in. Okay? Let them burn some CDs, lower their health. Fight starts, the UCDs, you just chill. Oh, boom, no cooldown. I go in. I try to kill, it doesn't work. Okay, I go back again. I chill. My cooldowns are back. Let them use cooldowns again, all over again. Okay, and if I had to guess what rank this is, I would say Plat 3. Plat 3 or 4. How close am I, Alakazam? How close am I, bro? Very far? What rank is this then? Because it's not only you who makes mistakes. It's like everyone here makes mistakes. I think very far, I think it's actually like Masters or something. You might be saying like it's Masters. Champ 2, okay. What rank is this, Alakazam? No, my rank is different from the lobby. So what rank are you, bro? The lobby, low diamond, high plata, masters. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured. I mean, the lobby is low diamond, like low, like plat. How? What do you mean masters? You are masters on tank? No, this PC. But how are you masters and everybody else like plat diamond? What is this Q? old account? Wait, your master's in tank and you made an account playing plat and diamond? Okay. Alright? But you know what to do in short. Gentlemen, who wants to be reviewed and rank up? Now's your time to send everybody. 5 gifted or VOD review. Make a move. In the meantime, I'll turn on the AC. I know I haven't gifted, but I would love a VOD review. Yeah, 5 gifted. Also taking a piss. You're back. I'm back. Vonayus, thank you for the 5 gifted. Hi, back. What's up? Can you send me hero code and rank? Let's get to it, man. Guys, so you on the YouTube stream, you guys are delayed or what? Everybody's now talking about it being gold. We went past it. Rank is Masters 3. What hero do you play, man? Anna is the one I main currently.
Ready
Okay.
for battle.
Which one are you? Monellos? Which one are you here? This game? Colin, okay. Alright. So you take the initial position on top. I don't hate it. Okay with that? It's a good position. I'll tell you. I can already tell you. I have a strong feeling. My healbot senses are tingling. You know what gave me that indication? You peek outside, and the first thing you do is I need to heal my 570 HP Orisa. Bro, pick here, start shooting. If instead of scoping at a wall, waiting to heal the Orisa, you pick here, just probably kill the Symmetra. But let's continue. I'm okay with that. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, okay. Show up. Show exactly. That's exactly what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Nice. Alright. You're not gonna drop from this position, I can already tell. I have a feeling. You might drop from this position, whatever. Remember, positioning is dynamic. Fight is over, you go here and you shoot the enemies. You don't let them walk from here to here for free. You want to shoot them the entire time. You sit here, you poke, you poke, you poke. Yeah, that means also giving up the high ground position. You're healing a full HP Orisa when you can, like you're healing your full HP ally instead of walking here and shoot. Positioning is a dynamic thing. Positioning changes. You can't just stay in one position and expect for results. You need a position where, number one, you can see the enemies. Number two, for enemies so they can't see you if you're trying to run away. Like, positioning is meant... You need to switch positions to either see enemies so you can start doing more damage and utilize more cooldowns, or you need to switch your position so you don't want to die. If you sit here and they have Monkey Genji, and you see the Monkey Genji starting to walk up here and they see you, yeah, it's time to fucking move. You know what I mean? Like, they're watching you, they're not gonna give you a hug, they wanna kill you. Cold-blooded. see, like, all of this time, the enemies simply just walk outside here. Look, if you stand here, bam, bam, shoot, shoot, throw an aid. Bam, bam. Good luck, good luck. You're dead. You know, they're all dead. But at this point, they start dying, but it was not because of you. It's not like you particularly did anything, right? You just healed. Again, look, your team is in there. Your team is in there, they're fighting. Enemies look at them. Hey, get closer. Don't be afraid. They're not looking at you. You're fine. Your team is aggressive. Shoot, chucking an aid in here. Chucking a slip in there. You know? I need some cooldowns. Need to follow up. You need to be way more aggressive when your team is being very aggressive. Like, if you were in there, perhaps they don't die. Did you get the Deadlock invite sorted? You actually played it a lot off stream today. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked it. I see myself playing it quite frequently. I'm probably gonna play it after stream, by the way. Can I submit a VOD? 5 gifted, my friend. Alright, see, same thing, man. Look, Vanilla, since you're chilling on point, or is fighting, like, why not show up here for a little bit? Poke the Soj 1-2 shot, you know? Maybe a cool sleep, waste like 5 seconds of their time. So basically, like, we're gonna keep watching, don't get me wrong. But to keep this in short, Vanalus, right? You want to constantly be proactive. You can't allow yourself to do nothing in general. And when I say do nothing, I mean there's a time and a place to kind of like have some downtime. And it's okay to have downtime, right? And it depends on the situation. But when there's action, you can't have downtime when there's action. That's the thing. When you see the clash, your teammates with the enemy, you see that clash, it's not the time to chill and do nothing. Right now, for example, you can get away with doing nothing because it doesn't matter too much, right? They're still in spawn. And even then, I would advise you to like pick here, scope, get a few shots in. Even then, I would say do nothing, right? But relatively speaking, you're doing nothing, right? But when you see your Orisa is in there, your Hanzo is in there, your Genji is in there, it means that the enemies are either low HP or simply don't pay attention to you, which means you can get very aggressive and get tons of value. When your team was here shooting at the enemies on the right, you're chilling on points, but you have no line of sight to anybody. But why are you so scared? They're all looking at your team, which means you can simply just go here. Bam, chuck in an aid. Easily. Chuck in a sleep, follow up some damage. Here, go left. There's a good angle here. When they try to cross by, you don't let them walk for free. It's the same principle as here. I told you, you can't just sit here and let the enemy just walk for free to the point. If you have to understand, when you are defending an objective, guys, whether it's King of the Hill, payload maps, whatever it is, you have the responsibility of, not the responsibility, sorry. You're like a bodyguard of the objective. You're like fucking border control. You're border control. You guys want to come to the point, you pay. How much do you pay? With your cooldowns, with your HP. You want to go from here to here, you will lose cooldowns and you will lose HP. That's how it should always be. Doesn't matter what role you're playing. You guys want to come to my objective? HP and cooldowns payment, please.
Can anyone match my skill?
See, like the same thing. Look, your Genji's trying to sneak into a play, your Orisa trying to sneak into a play. Now, I'm not saying you should walk over here, right? Hey, look, they're in spawn. What are you so afraid of? You can walk over here. You can walk over here. You can walk back in time if you need to. They're really far away, man. And also, there's like an Orisa that is acting as a barrier. Okay, Monkey jumps in from here to here on you somehow. Okay, Orisa just kills him. Need to play less scared. It seems to me like you are playing to not die rather than to play to carry the game. This I like. You have good mechanics, by the way. I like your mechanics. Nice shots. You see, like this guy wants to fly. You want to go here? No, I mean, you're not going here for free. You want to go here, you either die or lose all of your HP. Or use copy. Choose. Pick your poison. You know, that's good. What is the rank? Masters. Pursuit, thank you to 5 gifted. See, I mean, like, positioning is dynamic, right? You went left side. You thought there were people left side because they were. They got shot, they went back. Same thing for you. They go back, okay, I'm going here. You're missing a lot of opportunities. You end up doing nothing a lot of times because you're too stationary. My problem with this nade is that the reality is that even though your wrist is gonna go in now, in general, it was way too early to throw the nade because nobody could really capitalize on it yet, right? You should have let the fight play out a bit and then chuck in your nade when somebody was nearby. Now wrist is gonna run her over, but I think it's just like very it's a coincidence. Oh, she didn't run him over. Here a nade would have been so good. Rip. Where do I put the code after this? Just put it in the chat, Pursuit. That's exactly about what I mean. Positioning can't be... Okay, you go here, monkey sees you, you just can't stay here. Like, okay, you pretend to go back, so then he doesn't think you're here anymore, he jumps on somebody else, and then you peek. When divers look at you, they don't want to give you a hug, man. They're trying to... They're trying to do some nasty stuff, man. This monkey might seem cute, but he's a cold-blooded murderer. And all this segment could have been avoided if you just saw the monkey look at you and just not peek there. I like that.
This ends.
No need to... That's the thing, right? It's the same thing with a nade. If you throw the nade here, will anything happen to this monkey? The answer is no. Not because he's nano or because he's full HP, but because nobody on your team is there. Like, you say, I thought my team would jump him, but it's not really. I mean, you looked at them. You thought your team would jump them, but then you realize nobody's there. And what you should have done is just like, get out. Don't try to nade, just walk here and start shooting. No need to nade. But here, if you go here, he cannot jump you. It's too far away. And then he jumps on somebody else, and then you nade.
This ends.
Shouldn't have died here. Not sure why you nade your teammates that are full HP here. Not sure why you're sitting here hillbotting. It will never get you out of the choke. You guys will get stuck in this choke forever. You guys have to give up. You just walk here. Bam, 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 try to force another angle. You will never be able to walk out of the choke unless they do something extremely stupid. Orisa got bursted. She has 2 cooldowns to protect herself. She's fine. You see, the only way for you guys, you can't push outside. You can't. If they have the choke outside, you simply cannot walk through it. It's impossible. If the enemies are have half a brain, you will never be able to walk through the choke. I like that. I like that. I like that. You kind of create an off angle here. Sleep too early. Oops. Like here. Like, look, you're healing full HP teammates. This doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't do anything for you, Colin. Hey, bam, again. Here, this got you tons of value. Because when you shot here, you had Ana, Wu Yang, and Sojourn look at you. If Ana, Wu Yang, and Sojourn look at you and you kind of jiggle around this position and they chase you, just kind of play cat and mouse, well, your team can just walk in for free because nobody's shooting at them. But the thing is, your team will never be able to walk through a choke with no counter pressure. You healing them doesn't do anything. It doesn't. Top right would have been good. You hold onto that nano like it's your dear life, man. He's low HP in front of a wrist like he can shoot. Just nano him. That was easy nano. Who did you want to nano here? What was the play with the nano, Colin? What was the situation with the nano? Why didn't you nano the Hanzo? They're like, that is an immediate nano. Like, that is not even, I think about it now. It's like a for sure nano. I was going for Orisa nano. Why? Why? Why did you go for the Orisa nano? Okay, Vanados, let me ask you. Who do you nano in general? What would be an indication for you that I want to nano push somebody? I think nano based on how easy they can get kills. Don't you think that the nano Hanzo can get a kill on a half HP Orisa by herself? Don't think she can do that. That is a free kill. That is the definition of a free kill. And not only that, not only he kills it, he also stays alive and just kills everybody else. Nano is an ability that you want to use when people are in a very good position to get kills. It's not I use it on the tank. It's not I use it on Genji. It's not I use it on whoever is in a position to get a kill. And that, my friend, was Hanzo in a position to get a kill. And that is a fight that if you just nano the Hanzo, they already said dies and you just lose. They just crumble. Anyways, in short, Colin, you have a few problems. Number one is that you get too much into, I wouldn't say the heal bot mentality. It looks like you're doing damage here and there. The problem is your positioning is a little bit stationary. You do get into the heal bot mentality sometimes. It's more so the fact that you need to, you need to understand. People don't pay attention to me. I want to peek. I want to peek. So if you are sitting here and your team is getting shot at the choke, it's a good cue for you to pick, right? Because everybody's shooting at the choke. If everybody's looking at you, I move. I stand here, monkey is here, monkey is gonna jump me. Bye-bye. Or pretend to go bye-bye and then go back in, right? People look at you, move. People don't look at you, move into position to do damage. People look at you, move away from do not die. People don't look at you, move into position to do damage. And it's like a whole back and forth because when you're in a position to do damage, people want to kill you. And then you have to move. You need to move way more often, especially when people don't pay attention. You have to play more aggressive. And that includes your cooldowns. You want to throw your nades when people can follow up. Or you can follow up. Sometimes you can get the kill solo. Sometimes. More often than not, there's a scuffle, people fight, chuck in a nade, somebody dies. Why? Because your team is already in there. That would be the main things that you have to focus on. That includes your nano. Somebody is in there fighting, face to face, just nano them. Don't worry about it too much. I think that's your ticket to Grandmaster, my friend. All right, Pursuit. Let's make a move here, man. Make a move. Main Tracer 1. Main Tracer, Masters 1. Okay. Lingango, thank you so much for the gifted, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, dude. Tower is kind of caught out in the bottom here. Pedal or Joy Wheeler 4? Pedal. Question: if we sub again, can you review another VOD or just one per person? Right now it's one per person, man. In the future, we can do more. In the future, what I would recommend is if you're interested, if you're interested, you can join Rank Up Academy and I'll deduct what you paid for the VOD review from the price for the month. Anybody that receives VOD reviews today, if you're interested in joining Rank Up Academy, I'll deduct what you paid for the VOD review. I'll deduct it from the monthly payment. It will be credited. Alright, let's wait. Let's start. Let me focus. How did this happen so fast? Wait. How did they get to this position? Okay.
Hey, it's Kiriko.
Fadi, yeah, Fadi's next. Fadi 5 gifted, he goes gets the bottom next. Okay. This was kind of a nitpicky thing, but I have to point this out. This is, so your diva is standing here, the entire team is shooting here, and just kind of walking nonchalantly exactly when 5 people are shooting. You're a tracer, you can die from that. You either have to look at them and just blink to the side, or you just completely avoid that side. You can't just walk nonchalantly. Look, you just walk nonchalantly. If that right click would have hit, you would have been dead, right? This is like awareness 101. Defense matrix? First of all, you didn't know that he was defense matrixing, you know? Like, you didn't know that, you know? Like, you didn't even look at him. How can you assume that he defense matrix? Because, by the way, he doesn't. There's no defense matrix. And since when can you count on somebody to defense matrix for you? You can't. That was good. You see, it's the same. It's kind of the same thing that happened right now. Look, it happened. The same thing happened. You got nice kills. People don't paying attention. It was nice kills. But look, you see them here. They're all gonna be spamming at this choke, and you just like turn your back, and you almost died again. You almost died. People, if you're in a vulnerable position, you immediately break line of sight. You have to. So like, if you wanted to go here, either blink here or like you just play around here. It's so easy to explode, and you're forced to use recoil because of it.
My ultimate is charging. Hi. Hi.
I'm okay with you going for the Kiriko, just kind of double down. Because then you burn your recoil for no reason. And because of that, you have to run away, and there's a team fight going on, you're not existent in the fight. Not good timing to go in.
It's the after service. I'm on fire.
What is he? What is this guy doing? Face to face, super scary. Against Railgun, you're fighting face to face too much here. By the way, this fight, the pick on the Zarya was really good. After you got a pick on the Zarya, they got a pick on the Diva. You're trying too hard to make a play here. You're just walking into like a sojourn by her slave, you know, face to face, not likely to get a kill. No pulls bump. All I have to do is just chill, you know, just chill. At that moment, after killing the Zarya, your Diva also dies, but it's a 4-on-4. It's fair. Just chill. Or like poke, rather, let's say. You committed too hard, burn recoil, and then you can't go help on the left side.
This ends now. Огонь по готовности.
Unfortunately for you, this fight was unwinnable. They used grab tuna. This was. I'm not gonna nitpick the fact that you doubled down into 5 people and you could have maybe set up to touch. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Like that was the least of your problems. The two main issues is this. You spend in this entire round way too much time where people are shooting. And the problem with that is that you got poked out so much to the point that you either had to run away and then or use your recoil. And in both instances, it's very hard to commit to a fight where people are fighting with no recoil or no HP. Because you spend a little bit too much time in front of people's faces. Too many face-to-face battles. And too many, I am exactly where people are at. It felt like my Diva insta-demake, so I'm just trying to be there. Yeah, but the thing is, this doesn't even help the Diva not get demake because you're shooting exactly where they're all shooting her, so they don't even have to turn around. There's no alleviation of pressure. You don't alleviate the pressure. But if you're attacking them from the side or behind, people are simply like they turn around, right? They don't shoot a Diva as much. You split their attention. But this is not even about the Diva demaking. It's more so the fact that you get poked out, you lose 100 HP for no reason sometimes. You see, like, how did you get to the... Think about this for a second. How did you get to the point where you're 88 HP before anything even happens? Like, if you went here and you saw Tracer, you saw other people, just leave. And you try to leave, but you left into where more people are aware. Chill, you know, like chill. Because now, luckily your Diva managed to disengage. Oh, actually, no, she didn't. She got demaked. But if you were there when she was fighting, perhaps something could have been done.
The objective is now.
I would be upset if I was Kiri. See, the same thing. Look, look. Same thing, Pursuit. You do good, 4 CDs, whatever. Instead of doing this, you're walking in front of her face, you're walking in front of this guy's face. Pa! This angle. This angle.
I am capturing them.
Come on, let's push him out. As they
Oh yeah, diving in.
You got tunnel vision to Tracer 1v1. She brought her bodyguard friend, and then, well, now there's gonna be a team fight, and you're probably not gonna be there. For you, like at one point, Pursuit, at what point do you say, why am I 1v1ing a Tracer? You know what I mean? Like, at what point do you tell yourself, you know, maybe I should not be fighting here? When I kill her, yeah, that doesn't work out. There we go. There we go. We got the kill. Nice.
You're a real lifesaver.
Look, this worked out, but again, this kind of highlights the same problem. You shoot, you shoot, you shoot, you shoot, you shoot. Okay. You shoot, you shoot, you shoot, you shoot, you shoot. Boom, and then you commit in front of 4 people, in front of 5 people. Like, if you don't get the pulse bomb here, what ends up happening? You burn recall and burn all 3 blimps. And for what? I don't know.
The enemy is approaching. Back in the fight. I'm making way.
Basically, what I'm saying, it's okay to let go sometimes. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go the Tracer 1v1. It's okay to let go the half HP Zara. It's okay to let go sometimes. Same thing. Look, recall is burned. For what? Nothing. You're just face to face with a bunch of people. Now they have no recall. They use Kitsune. You get a kill. If they shot you 1 bullet, you would have died. But still, you got a kill. But now you have to run away. And team fight is going on. You have to grab a health pack because you have no recall, and your team is getting run over because you're not there. And the thing is, we can all think to ourselves, like, why is my team getting run over, right? And that sometimes could be a true statement. They could be really, really bad, right? But it's like, how can I make, even though they're bad, how can I at least use them as a useful tool so I can get kills? See, like, look, boom, behind, attacking everybody from behind. Life is good, not taking any damage, getting a bunch of kills. Life is good. That's good. Lucio, enemy Lucio unironically did what you do. Decided to just jump in front of 3 of your teammates in front of their face. Okay? You die. With you sometimes die. With you, sometimes you just burn recall. And in both outcomes, they're not great. So in short, Pursuit, try to avoid fighting people face to face too much, because you notice that you either burn recall, which is not good before the fight starts, you either die, which is the worst, the worst case scenario, or you just lose a bunch of HP and now you have to go grab a health pack and now you have to run away. Yeah, and then the team fight starts and you're just not there because you either don't have recall or you don't have HP because you have to grab a health pack. Do you think this game was winnable if I didn't get poked out so much? Maybe. It was way more winnable than that. Maybe. Perhaps. The thing is, it's not if the game was winnable. You should think about it in a way where if I don't make this mistake as often, will I be able to win more than I lose? And the answer to that is yes. Like, in hindsight, if you played better, could have you won? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe yes. But in general, if you don't make that mistake consistently, you will just win more often. And as a byproduct, you will rank up. In short pursuit, you take too many face-to-face fights against tracers, against Zarias, against Sojourns, against whatever. Your character, and I say this, I think I've said this like 50 times in general in the past month. Your character Tracer is not built for face-to-face battles. 175 HP, you literally get attacked by one Life Weaver for like half a second, you automatically just lose at least a quarter of your HP, a quarter, you know? I guess I kind of got I got kind of cocky when I feel I'm better on my team. Yeah, but I think the thing is that you should think about it that way. If you think you're better than your team and you're getting cocky, the idea is not let me be in front of them, is let me use them as cattle. Let them walk in and distract from me so I can kill the rest. Instead of let me beat Thanos in front of the entire enemy team. You know? That's the idea. So less face-to-face battles, no random fights with tracers for 50 seconds, etc., etc. That is kind of the main point. Try to mostly attack when people don't pay attention, because then the fight will look so much different, because you would have your recall, you would have HP, you don't have to go grab health packs for no reason. All right, Fatty, let's go. Fatty, and then Stefik. Thank you, Stefik, for the 5 gifted, man. When up in resources, when is better to play safe versus go more aggressive? If you're up in resources, you always want to play aggressive. Any new skins? I don't know new skins, bro. How long is Q? Fatty and Stefik. I'm gonna do. Roommate, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you.
Ready for battle.
What is your nickname, Fatty, in this game? Fake? Are you fake?
4, 3, 2.
Fake, okay. First of all, where's the symmetric TP, buddy? Okay, let me tell you something. So, because this is more of a situation specific, but if you are behind the enemies and they don't know you're there, you don't want to expose your position. Shooting the monkey basically let these guys know, hey, I am coming, and that's why the Cassidy was so well prepared. What he should have done, he just kept walking over here, your Doom would have went in, and everybody would look at Doom, and then he would attack this in. Basically, if you're on a flank and nobody sees you, don't wave your gun at them, okay? Don't let them know, hey guys, I'm here, what's up? You panic blinks. I think you stayed here too long. If you saw a Cassidy was running towards you after recall, just get out. You try to keep that position for too long.
The object.
Just let go. Cassidy is very, very scary. He does a lot of damage. Okay. This was very scary. You have no recall and you're face to face with Zen and Cassidy. Now, granted, you should have walked in, don't get me wrong, but it should have been a little bit safer here, like around the covers. And then let the Doom engage, and then we'll look at Doom, and then you would have doubled down and committed. Okay, that's... Yeah, now you can commit. See, the Doom goes in, they all look, now you can commit. Because they're not looking.
To ride into the sunset.
That fight was good. I like it. For the most part. Shooting at a wall, Fadi? What is that? Are you shooting at demons? What is that? You're shooting the demons? What happened here? You're going here. Okay, that's good. Nice. I like that he immediately went out of cover, you know? Went to cover when he saw Cassidy's walking towards you to break line of sight. That's good. Maki no jump. Can pulse. Waiting too long with the pulse. Okay, I'm okay with that. A little bit too long with the pulse.
Who's on fire? I am.
Okay. I understand the excitement. You were doing okay, but you cannot just walk in front of 3 people
No way to stop, do ya?
and do this. You can't. I mean, you could. You know what? I'm not gonna nitpick. It was fine. Whatever. It was not the greatest, but I understand why I did. I'm not gonna. This is a little bit too nitpicky. You basically had an advantage. You got excited. I get it. But then you blink in front of Cass.
This ends now.
You're in front of a lot of people here, Fatty.
Duplicating wins.
I don't know. Like you're dodging. You by accident are dodging all of the Soj ults. Like Neo from the Matrix, and I'm not even sure how is that possible that she misses literally every shot. Oi, oi, oi.
We've been here before.
Nice. No! You got saved. You got saved, buddy. You got saved. By the way, like in short, this is pretty good gameplay, Fadi, but you have the same problem as Pursuit, is that you end up being in front of people too much. The thing is, you tunnel. Pursuit doesn't have the same. Pursuit's reason as to why he's in front of people's faces is not the same as yours. For him, it comes down to being cocky. For you, it's just lack of awareness. You tunnel vision on the Mercy, you don't care that the soldier is shooting you to the side. You shoot at the monkey, you don't care that the cat is shooting at you to the side. But you have to be more aware. When you're shooting at people from open spaces especially, you have to understand that you will get shot by different directions. You have to be very aware of who can shoot you and try to avoid being in that phase. I'll give you an example, right? If you see Sojourn is here, right? And Monkey is, let's say, here, right? You would shoot from this position or from this position. Why? So the Sojourn is not able to shoot you because there's the wall here or there's the pillar here. You have to make sure that when you're shooting at people, no one can just, do you like Toji and shoot you from the side of the head when you're not paying attention. No spoilers. Which happens quite often. Now, it didn't happen as often in this round simply because they just missed all of their shots. Doom goes in. Okay. Same thing, too early. Look. Same thing, too early. Ego's Primal. You look at this, your team is disengaging. If you blink right now, you're gonna be in front of 1, 2, 3, and I believe it's 4. Which generally is not a good idea. It ended up working.
Who's on fire? I am.
Not a big fan. Not a big fan.
There we go.
At that specific moment, it kind of like was more surprising, so I can give it the benefit of the doubt. But when it happens, when that problem is happening over and over, where people, you end up in front of a lot of people by yourself in front of their face, generally I don't like it. If it was a one-time thing, I'd be like, nice play, bro. Okay, you realize you're not gonna go for the cat. Switching position, I like it. Nice. Doom goes in, it's your Q, let's go. Okay, it was your Q, but then you went for the cast, and you went in front of the cast, and now you have no recall. And now when he goes in, you can go, but you have to be super safe. Okay. That fight was alright. Let's move on to the next round. Right now, I think you're playing well in terms of almost everything, besides the fact that you end up getting shot at in front of people's faces because you're not aware that people can shoot you from the side. One death A. Thank you for the 5 gifted. We're gonna do Stefik and then you. See, same thing kind of happened. Now this was just again a nitpicky situation. But look, you're shooting at Venture. But you have to kind of be aware. When I shoot adventure, can somebody else shoot me? And to be honest, this entire time it wasn't, because he kind of played around here and here. But you have to play more. Oh, Rumi, yeah, you're Rumi after Stefik. You're right. You have to play more run covers to break others' line of sight when you're shooting one person. But that's what specifically needs fixed, you know?
I can't fight all battles for you.
Didn't have to show. Could have just kept hidden. Wait for the Doom to go in and then go, you know? See, like how you somehow end up in front of Cass and it just keeps shooting you one time and now you have to run away and you're missing on all of the action on the left side.
Feel better?
Think this through, Fatty. Why do you care that the Cassidy is sitting over here? Can he really do anything from here? The answer is no. There's a team fight going on here. He should have been here. People can actually die there, and things are happening there. The Cassidy is sitting in down main doing nothing. Who cares? You know? Who cares? You have to chill now. Don't get poked. You have to chill. Your Doom will go in just a second, and then you go. This was nice. But too much face to face. You try to surprise. Again, Cassidy catches you. Holding on to your pulls bomb a little bit too much here, but it's fine. You have no recall. Be careful with the face-to-face. And by the way, look at your engagement here. Fadi, look at this. Your positioning here is perfect. You don't have to go anywhere. You could have just kept standing here and nobody would be paying attention to you for the most part if you just keep playing around here because they're all busy with your Doom. But then, look at the situation. This situation, you often die in like half a second because they're trying to shoot down main. You're standing in front of them, boom, headshot, I don't know, kunai, and you're dead. Just like, you almost gravitate somehow in front of their faces. Way too often. Yep.
Let the kitsune guide you.
So let me tell you, I like your target priority for the most part. I like your timing for the most part. I think you're playing good for the most part. You specifically in this game, you have an issue of when you shoot one person, it's almost like you tunnel vision so bad that you forget that his teammates can shoot at you. And one of the most important to remember about taking fights with people, even if you have the element of surprise, even if you have the element of surprise and you attack people from when they're not looking, you have to bear in mind that people can look at you. And you have to be very well aware of who are your threats, right? I mean, look, if you are engaging Venture and like behind her and then a Moira flanks you, is it that big of a deal? No, because you can react to Moira pretty quickly. But if you engage a Venture and all of a sudden you end up in front of Cassidy's face, that is a bigger problem because it can just burst you down so quickly. The idea is that you don't want to be in front of people's faces. That, as a general statement, is true, right? Of course. But sometimes, you have to remember, sometimes you will not be in one person's face, but you will be in front of the other, and you have to keep an eye on that. If I blink here, right, I might not be behind Moira, but can Soldier shoot me? If the answer is yes, I'm not blinking then. You have to be very well aware, not get tunnel vision. Keep an eye around you of what is happening and who are you in somebody's face when you're behind that person, and avoid dying to them, because you got poked out way too often by this Cassidy only because you were not aware of the fact that he existed in the server. You're like, okay, who's not looking? I'm trying to go. And yeah, that person that he went on wasn't looking, but Cassidy was looking. So you have to keep an eye on that. You have to be a little bit more dynamic. But overall, I like it. Pretty good gameplay. All right, Stefik, Rumi, and then one death. Stefik, let's go. I need to ask a question. I had games where I got smoked like I'm plat in some solid games, but I know my mistakes from smoked games. Should I provide a solid game then? You know what? Let's make this interesting. You tell me exactly what you think your problem is, and then we'll see in the VOD if that is actually your problem. You say, I got smoked in the game, and I know why. Tell me why and send me the VOD. Let's see how correct you are. I think that'll be interesting, right? Yeah, Rumi after Stefik, and then you won this. That was plat 2 and I'm struggling. Well, I told you why. I think it can definitely be diamond, no problem, Fadi. Just gotta keep an eye that you're not in front of people who can kill you. Moses, thank you for the 5 gifted. We're gonna be some time until we get to you because there's like 4 people before you, but hey, hope you're here, man. Okay, poor positioning. Stefek, poor positioning doesn't mean anything, man. Poor positioning, it doesn't mean anything. What is poor positioning? Specifically, what is poor positioning? What do you mean by that? It's like saying, poor positioning is like saying, my car is white. When I ask you what kind of car you have, and you say my car is white. What does that mean? You know? What model, what engine, what brand? It's GM2 Ana Wuyang. Got caught by surprise, he didn't manage distance from Tracer. No distance, okay? And then he say poor ability usage. Specifically, what do you mean by ability usage? What does that mean? Should I just come forward when it's my time? Yep. And had bad LOS on enemies. Let's see what's going on here. Sleep too rushed, too early. It looks like, just from the first 2 seconds, Stefik, it looks like you're on Adderall, bro. But you peek, you hide, you like quick scope, and you sleep. Hey man, you could have just peeked, open up your scope and started shooting. Life is good, everything's okay. Birds are flying. It's a lovely day, you know what I mean? You rushed your ability. You rushed both abilities. You rushed sleep nade. You're trying to play so fast, Stefik. You try to play so fast. It's like, did you really need to quick scope here, quick scope here? They don't need to quick scope. Just they're not in danger. Just no scope, shoot, turn around, shoot. Slow down, man. Slow down. Stefik! Ask you to slow down, man. What are you doing? What is that? I rushed him a lot because I was stressed out in Champ 3 lobby. That's pretty much what it is. You're super stressed out. You try to play faster than you can get away with. Like, we are all able to play to a certain level of speed. We can always play faster. We can flick our mouse faster. We can do things faster. But at a certain point, we lose our ability to control the speed. Which is like you lost the ability to control the speed from the first second, man. See, like, why the quick scope run away here? You know what I would have done here, Stefek? It's pretty simple. I would have simply walked, opened up my scope, and started shooting. If I thought Kiriko would shoot at me, I would just move out of the way. What, can Kiriko do 250 damage with one shot? Of course not. Like, all of these quick shots, for what? Stefek, think about it. All of these quick shots, for what? For what? Why do these quick scopes? Just shoot. I'll say this bluntly. Shoot the fuckers down, okay? Shoot the motherfuckers down, okay? These are all motherfuckers, shoot them down. The fucking quick scoping. It's one shot per 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Fuck these fuckers. You spin the wheel and take the VOD review randomly? No, but I should. Here, a sleep and aid. I see it coming. I see it coming, Steph. So, look, I've observed approximately 1 minute, Stefik, you know? You said problem was positioning. It isn't. The problem isn't positioning. You said ability usage, but that's too much of a general statement, right? Basically, if you ask someone and he says my problem is positioning, he's always going to be right, because that means too many things. Same thing as ability usage. What do you think the problem with the game is? Ability usage. It covers too many things to be wrong, you know? It's like, when you ask somebody, what type of car do you have? And he says 4 wheels. It's like, yeah, he's right. He has, you know, he's right. Technically, he's correct. An engine. Next game, I'm not rushing them at all. Well, the thing is that number one, I think that you rush them for 2 reasons. Number one, you see like all these cool names in the lobby. You're like, oh my god, they're so fat. They're like fucking Speed of Light, Speedy Gonzalez, blah blah blah. And I have to adapt with the speed, and you don't. They're actually all slow as fuck. Okay. Number two, also because you're playing against Lucio, it feels like the pace of the game is a lot faster than it actually seems it is. I mean, it is faster, but you know, it's not as fast as you're trying to make it out to be. But also, you're rushing the abilities. You're rushing everything that you do. You're like, you very rarely just sit down with a scope and shoot. Like here, I would have just open up my scope and try to shoot these fuckers. I would legitimately hold my scope for like 5 seconds and shoot these guys. I just hold my scope. You quick scope way too much. Like here, Kran is fighting for his life, and I'm just sitting here. Why aren't you shooting him? Why aren't you shooting these guys? Because if you shoot these guys, they can't really push Kran because there's too much pressure. You eliminate the pressure. But they very rarely shoot. Just quick scope. I'll say that at least the sleep wasn't rushed. But at this point, because... Listen, Stefan. The enemies, think about it. They walked from here all the way to here, and you did not shoot them a single time. You can't expect to win when you're essentially your team is shooting 4 people of your team are shooting, the enemy team 5 people are shooting. You're always gonna be on the back foot. I'll say you did miss the sleep, but at least it wasn't rushed. Didn't panic. It was not a panic throw. But again, like, scope these sit here with a scope and shoot these motherfuckers. Shoot these guys. Shoot these guys. Okay. No, you rush the nade, you quick scope again, but even, listen, even if there are like 3 people here and you hit this amazing nade, Stefan, what would actually happen? Think about this for a second. If it's not just Kiriko, it's 3 people standing here and you hit a nade. So what? So what? What's gonna happen? Stefan, you're with me, man? Nothing, right? Because it's too early. Like there's nobody to capitalize on your nade. You cannot kill them. Nobody on your team is close enough to kill them. If you manage to force Suzu, at this rank, you will never force Suzu. At this rank, he will just get naded, realize, okay. Just wait 2 seconds and just go back in. He won't need to Suzu because he's a good player. I mean, it's high elo for a reason. People here are not dumb. They don't just, I am purple, I Suzu, right?
Let the Kitsune guide you.
A sleep on somebody here would be nice. Sleep would be nice. I don't hate the rotation to the right. But the thing is, it's the same thing happened. Do you notice that your team is constantly critical and your tank is always on the back foot? And the reason why he's on the back foot is because there's more of the enemy team that are shooting at him in comparison to the people on his team shooting at the enemies. And when I say on his team, it's the only one I'm watching, which is you. When everyone on the enemy team shoots at Kran, he has to play defensive. And if you want Kran to push forward, you have to shoot at the enemies in the poking phase, so they will take more damage than him, so he can click W into them. Super rush, super rush. I'm assuming you're supposed to stop to Wuyang. Let's see. If I had to guess, the same thing. It's a whole lot of the same thing. Well, at least you poke here. You can see your rush.
Look at me go! I'm on fire!
You play Wuyang way better than your Ana. Like, right, ironically, you play Wuyang way better than your Ana. Is because the margin for error on Wuyang is way less. You have two abilities to protect you. You can shoot people like with these orbs across the map. But even on Wuyang, you're doing much more. Granted, he's gonna already hit the shot, but whatever, it's not a big deal.
I'll protect you.
So Stefik, in short, if I had to give you like so let me point out, the biggest mistake is that you rush your abilities too much, okay? You rush your abilities too much. That's number one. I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what elo you play in, slow down, okay? Slow down, straight up, slow down with the abilities, with the quick scopes. You need to hold your scope and shoot more often, which leads me to point number two. What is point number two? Is that the reason why you're constantly on the back foot and you have people running into you is because you don't put enough pressure in the poking phase, and then your team shoots 4 people at enemy team, and enemy team 5 people shoot at your team. And when that happens, more often than not, your team is always going to be on the back foot because they take more pressure than the enemy team. The poking phase, what is the poking phase? We shoot at enemies to 4 CDs and lower health. Whoever has lower HP will have to back out. And so we can click W, so we can push in, right? That's the idea. You don't exist almost in the poking phase because you quick scope, you hide, you're trying to heal too much. Try to think as more in the poking phase to do actually more poking. Don't let people walk in for free. They want to walk to their choke, you shoot them. They want to walk to your tank, you shoot them. They want to go to the flank, you shoot them. In the poking phase, you poke. Quite literally, you poke the enemies. You don't let them walk in for free. And you also do that so your tank can click W instead of S. So these are the two main things. And I actually think that's like pretty much what is holding you back from champ. Realistically. That is what it is. That is what it is. And I'm very certain you can hit champ. I'm very certain. Where's the VOD review of my bronze 5 gameplay with 0 damage, 60k healing with mercy? You know what? That would be actually criminal to review. Right. I believe Rumi, you're next, right? Rumi, let's go. Code hero rank. Was the GM player? It looks like high GM. Yeah, Stefek looks like he's a pretty good player. I totally understand like where it comes from, the rushing, and when you see like good players in the lobby, in your like sometimes the perception of how to play, perception of how they play compared to how they actually play is a night and day difference, you know? You think they're like the fastest motherfuckers on planet Earth, and then you realize, yeah, they're fast, but, you know. Nothing crazy. Yeah, you can put an average game, Rumi. So somebody didn't get stumped, or you didn't stump them, you didn't get stumped. Something super average. Thank you to 5 gifted Radley. We'll get to you after Rumi, and then we have, I believe we have 2 more, and you're gonna be third in line after Rumi. Yeah, I get that, Stefik. You got this, man. You got this. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna crush it. All right, Rumi Anna. Let's see what's going on here.
Ready for battle.
By the way, as I said, anybody that got VOD review today, send me a DM on Discord. I'll credit what you paid for the VOD review and credit it towards your Rank Up Academy membership. So if a Rank Up Academy is $99 a month, it will be minus 25, 30, however much you paid for the gifted subs for the first month. It will be, you'll receive a discount. All right, let's go. What if I can pay for Rank Up Academy because of geolocation? What do you mean? What geolocation? Where do you live? On the moon? Stefik.
Keep in sight, and this will go smoothly.
PayPal banned for Russia? Send me a DM. Fine. I work with Russians. Send me a DM. Okay. I'm okay with what you did here, Rumi. I'm okay with what we did here. You know? You just swung a little bit too wide. You should have been a little bit more tighter around the cover. You lost a lot of HP very quickly. But I'm okay with what you try to do. You try to sleep, you try to poke, whatever. I get it.
Taking damage.
Stefik, you tell me what you just saw here with that nade. Stefik, you tell me what you just saw here right now as we speak with that nade. Tell me. Rush. Rush, super rush. Alright, nice shot on the ankle of the soldier. Love to see that. I'm surprised you won that fight so convincingly. It seemed like you were kind of lost on the map. Stefik, you almost guys seem to have the same issue. What should have you done, Rumi? Poke the enemies. They want to walk to the choke. Okay, take some damage. Should have stood here, opened up your scope, and started shooting at these guys. That's what he should have done. It seems like he kind of got lost or where to go. Rumi. What was that, Rumi? What was that, Rumi? This was the speed of light nade.
You need this.
Slow down with those cooldowns. Yeah, super rush. I'm actually okay with your positioning here. I like that you try to be aggressive here. I like it, but you rush your cooldown. Right now, you win fights with you not hitting a nade or a sleep. Rushed. I wouldn't say it was rushed, but it was the wrong time to push. Why was this wrong time to push? Because your timing to push was when the ball went in and he distracted a bunch of enemies. But now you lost your ball and your team is you lost your ball and the enemies are starting to push. So it was the wrong time to be aggressive. You try to be aggressive. I wouldn't say too late because you could have not been aggressive that early. It's gonna happen the whole game. All right.
This is not the end. Don't fret. I see you.
Ready for vendetta.
Come over here. وريهم قوتك.
Very dangerous to walk there outside, I'm not gonna lie. In front of an Nano Doom, but it's fine. Okay.
I've got you in my sights.
Rush nade and holding on to the Nano for way too long here. 5 started, people made contact. I want to see Nano Vendetta, Nano Ball, Nano anybody. Rush. Actually, that wasn't rushed.
Garden.
Whining. You're fine.
So, do you think it's worth not having a support purely to keep them alive? If they are in position to do damage, yeah? See, that was not rushed. You missed, but it was not rushed, please. And also, this is the perfect time to be aggressive because look, you see this, the Power Rangers show up. That's the perfect opportunity for you to be aggressive. When your team is in, enemies are taking damage and they're not paying attention. This is the perfect time for you to peek, swing, shoot the enemies down, which is what you do. I hope you don't back out here. Rush. Nice. Very good aggression. Very good aggression. Super solid. But you stay here a little bit too long. You get way too greedy here, roommate. Like, so you have to understand. The game is not just push or just go back. The enemies is push and then go back and then push and then go back. So your team goes in. Your team goes in. You follow. Perfect. Your team goes back. That's it. You go back. You don't try to double down here and try to go. Here at this point, like, you try to kill, didn't work. Bye-bye. I tried. It didn't work. The usability is cool. Let's try again later. You can't just keep double until people die. Because then you will end up in front of Doom, Vendetta, and all of that. All of these people. See? Even though you hit it, it was rushed.
Don't fret. I see you. Nano boost is ready. You're powered up. Get in there.
What do you think about this nano? Only Rurumi only. Rurumi only. Rurumi, what do you think about this nano? Are you sure? Yeah. What do you think about this nano? Thank you for the prime. Thank you. It's too early. Why was this too? You're correct. Why was this too early? You're correct. Thank you for the prime, man. Thank you, 82 much. You're right. But why? Why was this early? Reaper was too far away from enemies. What would be alternatively a good time to nano? Or rather, should I say, who do you think you should have nano? Or if you wanted to nano the Reaper, to what Q were you looking for to nano him? SDTPs, yeah, okay. Basically, when he's in there. When he's in there, you could have nanoed. You could have also nanoed Vendetta. Could have killed the BAP and then went on to these guys. You could have waited half a second and then nano Ball. Nano Reaper would have been good if he was already in there. It was too early. Nano is just like a nade. You want to utilize that ability when people are already in there. That will get maximum value.
Greedy. Salute.
Next, flashpoint.
So,
Rush.
I'm under attack.
Rushed. You hit him, but it was rushed. That was alright.
I needed that.
Rush. No rush. No nade. Dead by daylight. What's going on? Okay, so Rumi, the biggest issue that you have is number one, you get very low value out of your ability, out of your abilities because you simply rush them. Slow down a little bit, slow down just to be a little bit more accurate. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, that will immediately improve your gameplay so much. It's something so simple to fix. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you mix up sometimes when you should play aggressive and when you should play defensive. You want to play aggressive when enemies have no cooldowns, no HP, and more importantly, when the enemies don't pay attention to you. You can get away with playing aggressive when people don't pay attention to you, because if they don't pay attention to you, they cannot do anything to you. They cannot damage you. They cannot kill you. So you don't have to worry that much, right? So when your team goes in and are in front of the enemy's faces, it's the perfect time for you to play super aggressive, like the example they showed you previously. The problem is often what happens is that even if you get the correct timing, you become way too greedy. And when your team disengages because they fail to get the kill, or they even when they get the kill, they disengage, and now after they disengage, nobody's distracting the enemies, and they look at you and then they kill you, or they force you to use every cooldown possible to just live. Okay, so you have to bear in mind when you play aggressive, when the enemies don't pay attention, there's gonna be a point in time where they're gonna be starting to pay attention, and that's where you have to disengage. Or if you engage and like you got a kill and your team is low and running away, it means that you now have to disengage. You have to remember, people don't pay attention. You get aggressive, aka when your team is in and they look at your team, you play aggressive. But you have to remember, there's a timer on until they don't pay attention to you. Because when you're in an aggressive position and shoot, they will pay attention to you. So you have to remember to get back in time. The game is not just click W or just click S. It's go in, get out. Go in, get out. And sometimes you'll go in and out like 5 times in a team fight. The fight is not over one time you push in or one time did you go back. Okay, so pay attention to those 2 main things. That's pretty much what is holding you back. The rest I like. I like how you use cover. I like how you rotate quite often. I like that you use your abilities. I like I like that you shoot. You have good mechanics. I like that you shoot. All that nice stuff. How many people are in line? I think that 3 after 3 now. 3. Rumi, there's 1 death. One death. Guess my rank? Masters 3. Masters 2. Could be GM5. I mean, no. It's hard to tell. Could be like GM5, could be GM4, could be Masters 2. Could be between Masters 3 and GM3. I know it's a big range, but that will be my range. Masters 3? Yeah. Happy to help, Rumi. Happy to help. I have 2 bots to choose from. Do you think it's better to send a game where we got almost steamrolled, where I made really bad mistakes? Or more, I just sent an average game. Just sent an average game. Did my gameplay look like gold? No, it wasn't. It didn't look like gold. I think that your gameplay was like high diamond, I would say. Mid diamond, high diamond. No need to send steamrolled games because sometimes it's like... Sometimes the answer is that even if I played really good here, I would have lost. Sometimes. And if you take the average game, whether it's a win or a loss, you will see how much you could have shifted the tides, you know? Rank Up Academy was worth it. Is that a question or a statement? What was that? Did I miss my time? No. Just missed it. There's still like 2 people before you. Statement, all right. That's good. You can tell us about your story. What happened? You rank up? What happened in Rank Up Academies? Did you feel like it was worth it? Let me know, man. I'm the owner after all, you know? My name's Jade Hydra. This was Diamond 2-4 match. This was a pretty close game. We lost, and I think I hadn't done good as I could have. I watched my VOD and could have probably used my abilities more, but in the right place at the right time. Start some other replays to see if my playing in front of people is common, but do you think my uptime is okay now? Yeah, I think the uptime is actually pretty good. Yeah, the uptime is overall pretty good. It's that actually the uptime is really good. It's more so the fact that your uptime sometimes get negated by the fact that you stand in front of them. If you played exactly the same as you did in the VOD, just behind them, I would have had no complaints about, you know, the uptime, outside the fact that you were fighting Tracer for like 5 million years, like a couple times there. That's kind of the main. Hope Rank Up Academy can have APAC pug soon. Yeah, look, we don't have a lot of APAC, unfortunately, so we can't really run pugs because there's not enough members to run pugs. But if there will be, I promise you there will be. Okay, Jade Hydra. Got to diamond immediately, was flat 4 days straight. Just used the video setting to the NVIDIA, everything super nice, instant turnaround. Alright. Let's find out. So you play Kiriko, I'm assuming you know what the 4-step plan is, right? I'm assuming you know what the 4-step plan is.
Like a gentle rain. Kakaya?
I have a big issue here right off the start.
Let's send
First
a
of all,
message.
no one needs healing. Who are you healing?
Objective A.
Nobody needs healing. No one needs healing. There's no reason for you to turn around and even consider healing anybody. All you have to do is just spam down the choke, do a little bit of damage, and disengage. You did not need to heal. You did not need to get out. You did not need to TP. Have to chill a bit.
Diabolical plans.
Ah, okay. I'm okay with that, Suzu.
Receive my aid.
Okay. In between the heals, you go here, you throw some kunais in between the heals. Worry a lot about heals. In between, okay, yeah, nice. That's in between the heals, some kunais, you know. Did not need to TP because now you might die because you don't have TP. Throwing heals and nobody. Yeah, I didn't need to TP. I don't understand why you TP to Ash here. I mean, you could have just healed from this position. You just sent heals. Would have been fine. So number one, you're healing a lot for no reason. Number two, you use TP for no reason as well. Number three, I didn't really see you engage the enemies. You're kind of sitting behind your team and throwing kunais. No 4-step plan. And you go Ana, okay, maybe Ana is your character.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
That one extra heal on Moira was not necessary. If you have no angle here, there's no point to just sit and hold your scope until they show up. Just walk over here, shoot a bit, and then go to this position. You need to move a little bit more. It's a bit more dynamic with the positioning. Even if you hit a nade over there, it doesn't do anything. It's too early. It's too early. Nobody, not even you or anybody can follow up. The sleep was nice. Now a nade actually would have been super helpful because if you nade now, everyone can follow up. Use your nade too early.
Require assistance.
Nade, he dies. What I don't like is that you have a Torb here, which means he can shoot you. You're walking into an open space in front of a Torb for no reason where you can just scope here and there's nothing he can do to you. Nothing. I'm okay with you peeking and then shooting at him, but I understand you have to heal the Reinhardt. So you don't have to peek that angle yet. Now you can peek and shoot this dwarf down. See, like, you're drifting into this open space for no reason. Like, think, if they shoot you now, you have to do this and this. If you're standing here and they shoot you, just do this quickly. And you take no damage. Nice sleep. Again, I mean, you kill the Doom, you could have walked here, shoot some shots, shoot some scope shots, and then when they start walking forward, you could have went back into this position. You're letting you don't poke often enough, in short. You let the enemies walk in a little bit for free too much. Like here, even here, you're hogging this position. On top of this car, shoot a bit, okay, they walk forward, and then you go. There's so many positions you can be before you go into that position in the poking phase. When it's time to poke, you poke. You don't let the enemies get to the point for free. This is your final position. You're healing a full HP soldier. Nading way too fast. Overextended. Rushing your abilities. Very stationary. You kind of play sometimes Ana like a turret and you go into open space a little bit too much. I didn't want to push forward a lot because they're aggressive comp. Yeah, but they're really far away. I mean, enemies cannot do anything from you from here to here, no matter how aggressive they are. You shoot them a couple times, then you go back into this position. Enemies are in spawn. You shoot. They walk forward. You go back. Here. Enemies walk forward, you shoot. They walk forward, so you go back. It's like there are phases to this. You don't just automatically set up here and just wait for them to show up. There's checkpoints, you know? There are checkpoints. Even if you hit that ability, it doesn't do anything. Like there's no follow-up and it was super rush. Rush.
Out of ammo.
Hey, you left your Junkrat to die. And you give out positions for free. Look how far away the enemies are. You didn't have to give the position for free. You could have just, okay, my team is here. We're all fighting to him. Shoot, shoot, shoot. He goes back. I pick. I start shooting. Super, super passive. The thing is, Jade, or One Death, what I'll just call you Jade because it's what you're called in game, is that you let the enemies just walk in for free. There's almost no pushback from you. The enemies just take whatever position around the map that they want, and you do nothing about it. It's like, do you know that meme of the bouncer in the club that just like does this quickly to people they touch, the bear doesn't even touch them, he just like goes around their bodies and like they walk in. This is you. This is you. This console? No, it doesn't look like console.
You're fine. Hold on. Reloading.
Rush nade, no follow-up. I understand the fear of doom. Try to play the pace of my team. Yeah, but that's like a really good. So playing at the pace of your team can go two ways. If they suck, you lose. If you win, if they are good, you win. And how often do you think your team is good compared to like them sucking? About 50-50, which I would assume is, you know, what most people who are stuck win rate is. Look, you're healing full HP allies. Riptar going in. Try to follow up on the Riptar. Maybe one shot in here, sneak a shot. Maybe try to sleep this guy, you know? When your team is using ults, using abilities, playing aggressive, it's the time to play aggressive. It's time to make a play. Here, you're just healing full HP allies. Instead, you could have walked over here, bam, open your scope, shoot these guys. Free shots. Hiding, but eventually they creep up on you, you rush your nade. Like, let's be honest here, Jade. Let's be honest here. If you did not exist right now in a team fight, how different would it actually look? Do you think it was you who contributed to you winning the team fight, or do you think it was mostly your team? Was it like, oh, Jade, I did great. I carried this fight, or just like existed? What do you think? The fuck? Hearing voices, man. The demons are talking. Yeah, you gave Nano to Soldier, but Soldier already went back. So it's like the wrong time to give him Nano. It's like he already went back. The Nano should have been when he was in there fighting, you know? So right now the issues are this. Number one, you don't get enough value out of your abilities because you throw them often too early, and also you rush them. So not only sometimes you throw your nade when nobody is there, like even if you hit the nade, it wouldn't have mattered because nobody is there to follow up. But also, it's you tend to miss them often, not because your mechanics are bad, but rather because you rush them a little bit too much. That's the first thing. The second thing, you have non-existent poking phase. You very rarely shoot the enemies. Barely shoot the enemies. I don't see you shoot the enemies, not when trying to walk through chokes, not when they're fighting in the team. You just sit in a little bit like a little preset corner for you, and you just sit and heal, and that's it for the most part. You know, and here and there, you just like try to chuck in a nade or try to throw in a sleep, but it's not really active. There's no. People don't look at you as an Ana and say, I really should be worried about this Ana. You know, you eventually, because you apply no pressure, they eventually just either stomp your team or eventually just creep up on you and just. Eventually, your back is going to be against the wall, and they just get there because there's no pushback. And the third thing is you try too much to you drift too much into open spaces, but the positioning will be way better once you start applying more pressure before the fight or in the fight, and also utilize your cooldowns at the right time, and you'll get more value out of them. It will be easier to position once you start alleviating pressure from yourself and your team. That will, because when the enemies don't get to walk in for free too much, it's gonna be much harder to get to you, which means your positioning will be automatically better. But take a look. Look, it's gonna be the same things. Look. You guys won the team fight, and the enemy's just walking for free. There's no, you don't pick here, no poking phase, no nothing. You know, could have sat here, shoot a bit. You know, could have went here, shoot a bit. Worst case scenario, you drop. Just let them walk in for free. No poking phase at all. Rush, sleep. That nade wasn't so bad, but he was a full HP and a block. Could have waited with that one. See, like, you're healing full HP people. They don't need the healing. You need to walk here, open up your scope, start shooting. Walk here, open up your scope, start shooting. So that's what you ensure one death. More damage before the fight, in the fight. Don't let enemies just push into you for free. Number two, be a little bit more patient with the cooldowns. Make sure that people can follow up on it, and also don't rush them. And these are the two. Positioning will improve once you apply this first two. No way this is diamond. I mean, look diamond, look high plat diamond, low diamond, yeah. It's kind of how it looks like. Don't think it looks masters or like looks gold. That's what I think. Who was after one death? Who was after one death? I went from bronze 3 to bronze 1 last night. Congratulations. I don't think it's console. Why do you think it's console? I don't think it doesn't look like console. It look like PC. I think it was who was it? So hello, who gifted sub after well, let me check. Dude, am I blind? What's going on? There's Radley. Before Radley, there was Jasmosis, right? Jasmosis Jones. Hello, okay. Jasmosis Jones. Yeah, it was you. It was you. And then I rank to GM. I'd love to. I'd love to in the future. Yeah. So like, yeah. Thanks for doing the Ready Thread and Anna Mains. It was insightful. No worries, man. You're welcome. You asked me a question there? This is what my game history looks like. Hey, one day you look like this, one day it doesn't look like that, you know? One day it's red, one day it's green. Who knows? Like here, see? This is way better. Just Moses, what hero rank role? Hero and rank, actually, not role.
Ready for battle.
Who are you here? You asked both 2 questions, you respond to both? Alright, you're welcome, man. You're Denger Dave. Is that who you are, Denger Dave? New here is this paid coaching. It's 5 gifted for a lot of you. Yeah, 5 gifted. Close to 600. At 600, we're gonna have a movement guide on the YT. This is console. I'm certain this is console. That flick was suspicious. Console, right? No, what was that flick then?
She's gonna blow.
The hell? Even if you shoot this Anna 7 times in the head from this distance, it's not gonna do much. I'm not saying you shouldn't have not shot her, but you're playing way too far away. I just want to point something out, just Moses, that it took you 25 seconds to go from here to here. When for me, it doesn't matter what character, within 5 seconds, it would have been already here. You played way too fast, in short. Playing very scared, seems like. Took you a very long time to get off the high ground, Took you a very, like here, shoot, okay, so what? You see no damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stationary, too far away, too passive. See, like Ashe is not a long range hero. Ashe is a mid range hero. She's not good long range because she has damage fall off. But look how passive you play. Your team is here, here, here. Everyone is here, and you're like kind of chilling at the back. You're a very, very passive player, man. Like you put 3K hours in Kovacs. It means you can aim. Put yourself in positions to capitalize on that aim. Don't just sit 50 miles away. Here, look. What are you waiting for? One death. I want to respond something quickly to one death. When my teammates being pressured a lot, I feel like healing teammates more than focusing on the enemies. The reason why your teammates are being pressured a lot is because you don't shoot enough at the enemies to alleviate the pressure. Yes, I'm asking you, just Moses. You're staring at a wall. Why are you staring at a wall? Be honest with me, did you play Counter-Strike and Valorant before Overwatch? Or Rainbow Six? Which one of the games you played? Valorant, Counter-Strike, or Rainbow Six? No? You're holding angles, man. You don't like Overwatch is a fast-paced game. There's no such thing as holding an angle. You don't just look at a wall, wait for people to peek. You move. You move. You can't see Winston? Let me fucking move. Bah, shoot Diana. Okay, can't see. Go under. Surprise Diana from over here. Okay, walk over here. Can I catch somebody by surprise? You're very stationary. You're very, very stationary. You play way too passive. Like think about it. In 1 minute and 20 seconds, you have 40% ult charge. 40% ult charge.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out
This
of my
Winston
way.
is champ 4. I was respecting him. That's why. Let's take a look at what this champ 4 Winston is doing. Don't put respect on these people's names, man. Who should I be focusing on? In hindsight, anyone. But in the game, it's like I can't see anybody. So let me move somewhere I can see people. You want to always be thinking like you're a dog chasing frisbee. Frisbee is damage and kills. You're the dog. Where's the fucking damage? Where are the kills? The answer, not here in spawn, staring at a wall, waiting for a 650 HP Winston to peek.
Thank you.
See, like all this time, you're just staring at walls. Staring at walls, bro. Over here, look, even the Ana, your support. Just Moses, the Ana is going to do damage. Why aren't you? Why aren't you? You could have walked over here, bam, shoot a bit. Now, granted, there's a monkey here, but he didn't know. But if you would have walked in here initially, you would see a monkey working towards you and you just walked out. You would have plenty of time to react, but you're playing so passive. You have 3K hours in Kovacs. Put the aim in use, man.
Let the kitsune guide you.
The battle ignites me.
You're Kiriko, you're Doom, everyone's fighting. Where are you? Moses, where are you, man? Where's the, you know? Shooting at Ilari in Narnia, doing nothing. Okay, let the Ilari stay here. Who cares? Rule number 1 of awkward. Don't ever be the payload princess. Let other people push. You do what? Damage. Go shoot. Thank you. Thank you. Bam. Boom. Shoot. Okay, you're low. Drop down. Okay, back to the damage. I want to see you have more action, man. Just Moses, I want you to be more action. You want to have way more uptime. You have way too much downtime. You're playing one of the strongest characters in the game. within their within mid range, you can 2-tap almost every character in the game. You need to be playing in general way more aggressive, way more uptime. Always be thinking, where can I shoot? Who can I surprise here? Who is not paying attention? Who can I shoot? Where can I apply pressure? But like, you're chilling. Here, they like for the first 2 minutes, you're just sitting in spawn, like waiting for something to happen. You don't wait for things to happen. You force things to happen. You shoot the enemies so they use cooldowns, so your team for them to lose HP, so your team walks forward and then distract for you. Here, you started pushing through a dynamite. Okay, you're low. You drop again. Okay, I got healed. Bama, let's go. Let's fight. Look at your Kiriko. Your Kiriko is fucking destroying these kids. That's how you should be playing. Look at the Kiriko. Kiriko is looking for action. Bam, let's fight. Let's go. What do you think about the Bob? Does the Bob go into the water or no? What do you think about the Bob? It's mostly. Try to hit someone? Why? Think about it. Why? At the corner. Why? Let me present an alternative. First of all, you're 5 against 4 and you guys are pushing the payload. You know?
Bob, do something.
Do you really need to do something? Are you really that desperate for a kill? You guys are 5 and 4. You're pushing the payload. You have a good position. Life is good. What you should have done, you shoot the enemies, poke down, let the Doom go in, and then you walk into the corner, and then you throw the Bob here, and then you shoot everybody. You know? That would have been perfect. Basically, Bob is not, I use Bob to engage the fight. I use Bob once the fight already started, then I'm gonna throw it. But you rushed it too much. You started too early. Doom goes in, which means you can distract enemy. Doom is distracted. Nice. Shoot. Okay, I get it.
This ends now.
But you see, like, you're staring at walls. Justmosis, you're staring at walls, man. Okay, I'm standing here. I can't see anything. Let's walk over here. Let's walk over here. Let's walk over here. You know, like, you're stationary. You're, like, waiting for people to desperate. If your Doom is in, it means that the people are fighting. People are fighting means people don't pay attention. Pick the enemies. Where are you going? Justmosis, where are you going here, man? Where are you going? Look, your team just won the fight without you. You were non-existent in the fight, and look at this. They're winning. So passive. You hit all the shots. Put yourself in a position to hit all the shots. They're scary. Dude, you're scary. You have to think I'm the scary guy. They should be scared of me. You see? Okay, at this point, that was... You pick in front of 3 people. The fact that you're alive is criminal. So look, I want to show you something. Justmosis, I want to show you something. The difference between this, why this was the free kill, because your Doom is distracting the Orisa. So she's not shooting at you. She's not paying attention, so it's easy to kill. Here, when you turn around, 1, 2, 3, nobody's distracting them. You're distracting them. You're in front of 3 people's face, and that's why it's so dangerous for you. Right? Ideally, you want to pick exactly like it would be with that Orisa, when she's not paying attention. When people pay attention, you just poke. When people don't pay attention, you play really aggressive. Okay? So, in short, Justmosis, you have great aim, but please, for the love of God, be more active in the fights. You're playing super passive. More uptime. Think of yourself as a dog chasing Frisbee, and the Frisbee would be kills and damage. You always want to think, who can I shoot? Who can I shoot? Where's the damage? Who can I pressure? Who can I dynamite? Always be thinking that way. And ideally, you want to maximize your level of aggression when your teammates are already in there. Fight starts, that's where you use dynamite. Fight starts, that's where you use Bob. Fight starts, there we go hard. Stop staring at walls with your scope. Move, be dynamic. Doom goes in, he's distracting. Let me go get a kill. Tracer's going in, she's distracting. Let me go get a kill. Always be moving to where you can catch people by surprise. And before the fight happens, be moving to where you can poke people, so then your team can start moving forward, so then they can distract, so you can catch them by surprise. Okay? I believe we have. I base your stats per 10. I bet you're too passive a player. Yeah. Yeah. Especially when I see people with good aim. Like 30k hours on Kovacs is no joke. You know, people have been practicing their aim. So, like, put it to use. Put it to use. He says, just Moses says they're scary. No, they're not scary. You're the scary one. Have some ego, you know? You don't do the whole VOD? I mean, it's gonna be the same thing, just Moses. I don't do the whole VOD, but it's gonna be the same thing. Do you think all of a sudden you turn up and you start being aggressive and you like you don't stare at walls? Do you think it's gonna be different? And the same thing. These are the problems. These are the fundamental problems that you have, and And I promise you, it doesn't matter what VOD you pick. It's gonna be the same thing. You staring at the walls, you playing too passive, you playing too far away, you standing stationary where your team is fighting. Yes, Radley, it's you. It's you next. It's you. Is there anybody else after Radley? I don't think so, right? I believe there isn't. I believe so. I'm not confident, though. We'll see. Yeah, I think Radley's the last one. It's just more instances of it over and over, and you go, oh shit, I look like that? Pretty much. You're absolutely correct, yeah. Friendly goal is absolutely correct. It's the same instances of mistakes. An example where you just like sit there like, oh, does it really look like that? Trust me, watching your own gameplay, doesn't matter who you are, and happened to me so many times myself. Very humbling experience. Happy New Year, Jesse, but it's like a little bit late, man. I'm playing Ana, should you always be enemy ult distance away, or is it too safe for do always? Positioning is dynamic. There's no rule of thumb as to what is the perfect position to stand. It depends on the situation. But are next to cover, within reasonable distance where you can get good damage, good nades, good sight lines.
Ready for battle.
Frame, you can guess DSR. Okay, we got a Zenyatta player in the house.
One. Attackers incoming.
We have company.
Defend objective A.
Let's get this done.
What are rules to get VOD review? 5 gifted.
Going up. Don't make excuses.
First of all, get rid of the habit of doing the crowd spamming, Radley. You look like a crack addict, okay, with the crowd spamming. That's the first thing. The second thing is that I like that you poke down main here, but like at what point do you say...
To my prayer.
At what... So let me ask you a better question. When you get kills on Zen, is it often through shooting down main and brute forcing your way to down main, or like when you go to an off angle and surprise somebody? Radley. Off angle always, right? Like you shoot down main, you make them think you're main. At what point do you decide, hey, let's try to go here. Let's try to go here. Try to catch somebody by surprise, right? Sitting down main too much. You're shooting. Good damage, right? But here at this point, I would just walk over here. Try to catch them by surprise here. With a right click. And also no crowd spamming, man. Pick too early, you're dead. You pick too early and way too close. What rank? I'm gonna guess.
Objective lost.
Helden sterben nicht.
I have a guess. I have a guess. People are fighting. It's actually time to pick. So you see, you know. Let me ask you, Radley. Do you know why this happened? By the way, you know why this has happened? You know why this has happened? Radley. I'll be specific. This. Didn't react to Rally. No. My question to you, Radley, is how you play as the Nyata player. There's this tiny choke right here. How can an Orisa walk from here to here for free when you're playing Zenyatta? The answer is, it's a trick question. She can't, because you need to be shooting. Bam, big, shoot, shoot, shoot. Don't let them walk in for free. I don't care if you walk here and short and right clicks. You don't let enemies walk in for free. You're playing Zenyatta. You are one of the best poking characters in the game. And you just let this Orisa run from her choke all the way to you for free.
Face the sunrise.
See, this is what I call good poking. You see, this is what I call good damage. I love to see that. That's good.
Experience tranquility.
I understand why you did that. I think it was early. All right, this you don't finish your transcendence behind the enemies when you haven't won the team fight. This team fight could have gone south. You finish your transcendence way too aggressive. Way too aggressive. It worked out in this scenario, but it's in general not a good habit. Yo, Awkward, hey, got a question regarding Overwatch heroes. What is faster learning a new hero by only playing the new hero or by playing main hero and new hero together? New hero. Again, look, enemies just walk in for free. All you have to do is just chill here, throw some right clicks, throw some right clicks, throw some bye-bye. Or like left clicks. I don't anything. You just let the enemies walk in for free. I like that play. You missed, but it was a good play. But I see people are fighting, you're non-existent. Overextend there a bit. You have too much downtime, my friend. Randy, you have too much downtime. Randy, right? Hope I pronounced your name correctly. But the enemies walk here for free. Your Orisa is fighting people here. You shoot one time, you're on a way. You need to be more active in fights. You need to be shooting in fights. More poking, more damage in the fight itself, less hiding. What the? This brick did you a huge favor, by the way. Huge favor with that boop. Alright. Okay. I mean, I understand what you're trying to do. Gotta try to cut them off from a flank. Unfortunate, Bastion is there, it is what it is. Way too close here. I like the rotation here though. Like the rotation. You stood there too long in that position. Try to get a kill, they see you. Okay, it's bye-bye time. You either go back actually, or you pretend to go back so Ash shoots somebody else and then you repeat. Basically, you stay in the same position for too long. You can surprise enemies way more often. And also, if the surprise fails, it's not an open invitation to do nothing. Surprise fails, okay, I go back, regularly I do damage. I don't just go to sleep. Oh my, you really did them dirty. Super early, didn't need to Transcendence, everybody's full HP. What he should have done, keep this score, keep shooting. Oh, somebody gets low, now I click Transcendence. Very early. What perk did you use? You don't pick. You don't use the levitate perk ever. You have the levitate perk for a while. I didn't use it a single time. Actually, pretty good.
Don't mess with the best.
Here, like again. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, man? Let's keep shooting. Here, like you're standing still waiting. Okay, you can't see those guys in the meantime. Shoot the Orisa. Wait for these guys to pick. While you're waiting for these guys to pick, do something else. You need to shoot. Yeah. Oh.
I don't forget a
See, like, it stayed too long. Ash saw you, shot you 3 times. You're like, okay, I don't want to peek. Bam, over here. Switch angle. Let's get back to work. See, you're just letting the enemies walk for free from here to here. If you just stood here, they have too much range for damage fall, but you can apply consistent pressure from this position. You let enemies, you're missing into the entire poking phase. You let the enemies just walk in for absolutely free. Nice shot. Yeah, look at this good position. Alright. I want to watch the attack. This is, by the way, way better poking phase. But I want to point out something, that when your team goes to poke, you go to poke. But if your team doesn't sit there and poke, you don't do it. It's almost like you very rarely, you just follow what your team is doing instead of setting up the pace yourself. And also you could get away with using the floating perk way more. It's such a good perk. Like, will we fly from here to here? Like, just fly. Do you think I charge shot too much? No, I don't think you charge shot too much. But sometimes you charge the shot when you need to be shooting. But I don't think so. Let's watch the attack for a little bit. Have you ever tried Deadlock? Today, I actually started playing Deadlock today. I love the game. I'm going to continue playing it off stream. My problem, Radley? Sorry, I called you Randy. It's Radley. Radley, I actually think you're a pretty good player. There are 2 issues that I have. You don't try to surprise enemies often enough, and when you do try to surprise the enemies often enough, you try to force it too much. So like, you pick from the off angle shoot, and if it doesn't work out, you just continue shooting instead of just going back to main and keep shooting like regularly. You lose a lot of time, a lot of damage, a lot of uptime when it's really important, because you try to double down sometimes on your flank that don't work. The perfect example of that would be like on the Ash. You remember how the Ash was standing here and you try to pick here? It's like, okay, I shoot, I try to surprise, I didn't get the kill, Ash shoots me. All right, leave. You either completely run away from here and go back main and help your team, or you pretend like you go back to have a second attempt to surprise the Ash. Like, if you failed your initial surprise, it's not like all of a sudden it's going to work out when you stay there. If you fail the kill with the element of surprise, you're gonna fail the kill likely face to face. Okay? So like, either pretend to go back and try to surprise again, or you go back and keep shooting. Like here, this one, you see, like, your people are fighting. They need your damage, but you don't shoot because you're hiding. Here, when you do this, force 45, go back. Now it's the time to make a surprising play. Now it's right-click time. Bam. Over here. Because everybody is looking at that direction. When it's the element of surprise, it's actually a time to charge for right-click. But he didn't. You missed the opportunity. Here, bam, everybody's looking main, surprise left, you catch Zen. If you just did this motion, you catch Zen. Not that pressing down main was a bad idea, but I'm just saying.
Let's kick this off.
No. Nice, good. Nice, good. This was great. This was great. The problem is that it took you 1 minute to even take the left angle. It was presented to you a long time ago. Radley, in short, I think you play very well. I think that two things. Number one, you can do these plays, what you just did, way more often. Okay, way more often. You need to do these way more often. The surprising element surprise, off angles, flanks, much more in general. If you do it and it fails, don't try to double down. Go back main and apply pressure until the another opportunity arises. Or pretend like you go back and then go back in. Okay. If more surprising plays, more off angles and flanks. When they fail, don't double down. Go back main, keep shooting until you see another opportunity of doing so. Okay? If I had to guess what rank, it would be a range. I think somewhere between Masters 2 and GM 3, but I think it's Masters 1. Masters 1, I would say. My range Masters 2 or to GM 3, but I think it's Masters 1. It's Masters 1? Masters 1. Okay. I'm so good at these. I'm so good at guess the rank. I'm also right spot on the it's pretty good. By the way, Radley, dude, we can definitely help you take your rank mid GM. I think you got great mechanics. I think that you need a little bit of adjustments. And you're totally there. I definitely think see you in high GM, no problem, even champion in the future. If you'd like to join, have more coaching, Rank Up Academy, send me a DM. I'll deduct what you paid for the 5 autobies for the first month for the premium tier. So if the 5 gifted cost you 25, it will be credited towards Rank Up Academy. What should I DM you about Rank Up Academy? Just say, hey, it's Stefan from the stream. I remember. I'll literally just answer right on stream. I think the stream for the day is done. We have no more VOD reviews, and yeah, it was great. It was great. What's my potential pick with Rank Up Academy? Well, the answer is sometimes it depends. We can't really promise, but generally speaking, I can tell sometimes. Well, if you have good mechanics, it gives you a head start to people in general. Like when you already have good mechanics from different games or aim trainers, it gives you a strong start because now you will be able to capitalize on good decision making, you know? But also, it's like how long will it take to untangle bad behaviors or bad decision making, right? So if like I'll give an example. If we have Radley over here and tells me, yeah, I'm Masters 1, I've been playing Overwatch for a year. Or I am Masters 1, but I'm playing Overwatch for 6 years, it's very different. Because throughout 6 years, you have learned and adjusted through good and bad gameplay behaviors. And it's much easier to work with somebody who's new because he doesn't have those bad behaviors yet. When I say bad behaviors, it's not necessarily in a bad connotation, like you're a bad person. It's more so the fact that you probably did a lot of things or you didn't care about improving at a time. So you played suboptimally, and now those habits stick, and we have to untangle these habits. I saw you played Valorant. What other games would you potentially want to stream in the future? Deadlock. A lot of people ask me to play Deadlock on stream and try it. And I tried it today for the first time off stream, and I'm not going to lie, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But Pursuit, I definitely think that you have I think you have a good head on your shoulders. But I think that, from my experience, I remember it was a long time ago. You need dedicated practice. You need to show up to the game with specific things you need to practice on. No overthinking, no nothing. Just, 1, 2 things that I want to fix, That's what I did. I found it easier to climb after not playing since Overwatch 1. The season went from Plat to Masters 1. That's awesome. Bradley, you totally should send me a DM on Discord, man. Awkward, do you have any idea why my aim feels mediocre in Tracer but good on Soldier? Before hitbox nerfs even. Well, I think that with Tracer, movement is more complex. Movement is more complex. That's the first thing. Second thing is I think the rate of fire is just faster on Tracer, so it's like you have to adjust things faster. And also with Tracer, you'll be closer, and the closer you are to the enemies, the movement shifts are more drastic. They're like more explosive or faster, so it's faster to react. Awkward, can I ask you, I play Genji into Sim, Cassie, Lori, Ana. It seems like every move I make gets denied or shut down. Be a little bit more patient. Poke them out. When your team goes in, try to follow up. All right, gentlemen. Interested in coaching? Saw the VOD reviews. You were impressed? You thought... Wait. F95, thank you for the 50 gifted, bro. Holy hell, bro. F95, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Genuinely. Yeah, you're right. Nobody. It could be that. Thank you so much. F95. So as I said, guys, if you really like what you saw today, you feel you find value in my free content, you find value of me doing coaching to other people, we can take a look at your gameplay, my team. If you are interested in more private coaching, rankupacademy.gg. We help on average 2 to 3 people rank up every single day. I post rank up of the weeks on my Discord, on the Rank Up Academy Twitter. Check it out. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the support. F95, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Movement guide reach. Yeah, pretty much. We'll count it towards the movement guide. Yeah, I'm going to be working a movement guide. Thank you guys so much. F95 made the movement guide happen. You guys have a lovely rest of the day. Lovely rest of the night. Depends on where you're from. We're going to see each other very likely tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming every day until I have to leave. And then I'm going to work on do snowboarding. I'm going to do the vlog. But I'm still going to be active on my Instagram, X, Discord. So make sure you follow me on X, YouTube, both channels. On Instagram, I'll upload some stories. I'll do like a Q&A. I'll talk to the people through Instagram, and on my Discord, I'll be talking. I'll be active there. So while I'm on the snowboard trip, while I'm also recording, so if you want to chat with me, make sure you follow me on the socials, all right? What is the student who took the most to see improvement for him to be able to hit a high rank? You have to understand that most people, when they don't see fast results, they give up. But we've been working with people for like 2 years that went from like gold or silver to GM in like 2 years, I'd say. But a lot of people, if they don't see fast progress, they just give up pretty quickly. Your vids got me from silver to all the way to diamond 2 over the course of my Overwatch 2 journey. That's awesome, Remy. You're welcome, bro. Would you say that when tank dies, a good time to re-engage, or is there another instances? It depends. If the enemy tank dies and you're low HP, you wait. All right, guys, you have a good one. Yeah, take care. Go to the gym. Don't do stupid stuff. Don't do drugs. Of course, Stefika, you're welcome, man. And I'm very certain you're gonna crush it, bro. Very certain you're gonna crush it. Send me a DM. Rankupacademy.gg, guys. Get coached. Get better. Crush it.